Welcome back to Gills Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop. Okay, Skip, I see you getting on that whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Okay. See it? We got a legendary couch here with us today. How everybody feeling?
Good.
That's free?
Gil, I was about to say, Gil is elated today, I can tell you that. He kicked back and he like, shit.
Yeah, baby.
I might just start one just because, right? I'm still waiting on them to tell me who they is.
No, that's true. I saw that. It's good to be on this side of the couch because I got the enforcer next to me to protect me from you. So
Me? No, he ain't here.
Are we arguing? We're going to argue about something today.
I'm not.
Argue about something.
You got something to argue about.
Something.
But this is Gills Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop.
I'm merely host Josiah Johnson. We got NBA legend, Arc Raiders most wanted, Gilbert Arenas back here with us.
yes, sir.
What's the bounty? They still at $2 million?
Nah, they stopped at 5.
Oh, they
said
stopped at-
can they collect? They can't. They can't afford it.
Okay.
On this side of the couch, representing Tough Crowd, card-carrying country club member, we got former Milwaukee Buck, Mr. B, Brandon Jennings. Gotta talk to your crew over there. They are a little chaotic right now. They're very messy.
Man, season over.
Okay. It might just be beginning
That shit over.
on that side of town.
Man, listen, boy, that implode. Starting Doc.
Titan submarine, but
Hate to do it to him, but
Get into that.
shit.
he want to spend more time with his grandkids. He might get his win.
Hey, they gonna be paying 3 head coaches. That's a damn shame.
On this side of the couch, we got the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, former #1 pick, Kenyon Martin, back here with us.
What's happening, man?
Last but not least, one of the biggest legends in the sports media game, Skip Bayless, back in Gills Arena. Presented by Underdog. See you rocking the jazz.
Good
man.
foot too.
Yeah.
Good foot on over here.
Yeah, what size shoe you wear? What size shoe you wear?
11.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, the perfect.
11 from heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are safe in this arena. We are Bigfoot
Yeah, it's
gentlemen. But we got a lot to discuss.
up, baby.
Huh?
It's at 14 and up, baby.
Nah, the best ones was being 11 and a half or 12 and a half
Yep.
back in the day. It was like,
I'm a 12
nobody
and a half.
goes for
that's the
12 and a
idea.
half.
And that would be the last size they have at Foot Locker, as we don't come to learn.
No, those are the only ones they had left. No, those only ones they had left was the 12 and a
Half
half.
sizes.
And then they cut that out.
We got a lot
Thank
to
God for the half sizes are ideal. 13 and a half.
Yeah.
We got a lot to discuss. Here's what's cracking in Gills Arena today. The Rockets have won 7 straight games, are on the verge of taking over the 4th seed, potentially the 3rd seed if the Nuggets trick it off. But is Houston for real or fugazi? The NBA is investigating the Bucks for keeping Giannis sidelined despite him saying he's ready to play. We break down the messy situation going down in Milwaukee. And Cooper Flagg came through with an historic scoring weekend. Did Flagg lock up the Rookie of the Year? Before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $50 in bonus entries when they play just $5 to get started. Just use code GIL when you sign up, and it'll load instantly. Underdog, make picks, win money with code GIL. And as a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the arena has been nominated for a Shorty Award. Make sure you go vote for Best Sports Podcast on ShortyAwards.com. The link is pinned in the chat and description. Today is the final day to vote, so get your votes in before the polls close. Help get us some more hardware. And if you can't watch the show live with us on YouTube, we have audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. So Rockets and Suns met Tuesday for final time in the regular season. It was KD's first time back playing in Phoenix since the blockbuster trade last summer that sent him to the Rockets. Jalen Green's first time playing against his former team. Things got chippy in this one. Both teams fighting for playoff position in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at the highlights if we can, please. My good man Ian. So, Suns came out on fire in the first quarter. They put up 37 points, including a 24-0 run led by as much as 21 points in the quarter. 16 after the first frame, though. The Rockets started mounting a comeback. Rockets bounced back in the second quarter, cutting the deficit to 3 by halftime. KD and Dillon Brooks had some shenanigans going on. We will discuss that more in depth in just a little bit. Houston had 7 players score in double figures in the game. Amen Thompson stuffed the stat sheet, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 steals, taking his matchup with Jalen Green personally. KD finished with 24 points on 8 of 20 shooting. He was 5 for 9 from 3. And like I mentioned, him and Dillon Brooks got into it, but he was unfazed by that. Jabari Smith had 20, and Alperen Şengün had 12 points, 14 boards, and 6 assists. Devin Booker led the Suns with 31 points, while Jalen Green added 15 on 5 of 14 shooting. Brooks' trash talk didn't work in this one. He finished with 10 points on 3 of 12 shooting. He was 1 for 7 from 3. You see it. So Houston outscored Phoenix 65-48 in the second half as the Suns cooled off in the final 3 quarters after their hot start. So with the loss, the Suns are now locked in the play-in, currently 7th. If the Clippers keep doing what they're doing, they could potentially push them down to the 8th spot, while the Rockets have won 7 straight games, now tied with the Lakers for the 4th spot in the West with 3 games remaining. LA still holds a tiebreaker, but based on how things are looking out there, they're not going to have enough wins to get it done. But Gil, we'll start with you. What are your biggest takeaways from the Rockets' win over the Suns?
When the season first started, we thought with adding KD and what they did last year that this team would be competing at 1 or 2, right? And it seemed like that they really did need a point guard, their point guard, that can shoot the ball and get everybody in position. Where they struggle at is they're very athletic. They get out in the open. They're very good in the open. When you put them in half court and make the other guys make decisions, that's where it gets a little murky. And when you're talking about playing playoff basketball, you have to be dialed in. And yes, they won 7 games straight, but are they dialed into winning series and series to go to, that ship and compete for a championship? I don't know. Because it seems like if you can contain KD and make KD take under 20 shots, and it's just Şengün playing one-on-one and everybody else shooting from the outside, even though they got them 6'10", and they're not attacking that basket, they will struggle, right? So, they're a good team, they're a dangerous team, but will they find the rhythm that they need to push in the playoffs when they're going against an OKC, when they're going against a Denver Nuggets, when they're going against even the Spurs, right? Those teams will have the advantage over them, so they're going to have to play great basketball and be careful of what they're doing.
And you look at that 7-game win streak, not necessarily against the best that the NBA has to offer. A lot of fluff in there, but Mr. B, you look at this Rockets team, are they clicking at the right time? Or?
I mean, they're winning the games they're supposed to win, but I think they're cooked. I mean, I said it. I think they've been overrated the whole year. I said it before. Last year, I felt like they were better. They just gave up on their 2. They gave up on Jalen, and they gave up on Dillon Brooks, who were having good years over there this year with the Suns. But they struggle in the half court. They turn the ball over. They started off, they were down 26-5. They went on a 7-game win streak, but they played against teams like Utah, Milwaukee, Grizzlies, the Bucks.
Teams that were on.
I don't know if they played them, but you just threw them in there.
Yeah,
they did. But the only real win I'll give them is that Knicks one. So for me, it's just if they match up with the Lakers, they better hope Luka and AR aren't playing, because I don't see them getting past the Lakers because they turn over the ball too much in the half court. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It feels good to hear you say that.
I'm just saying
I don't think you've seen the Lakers in the half court either.
Yeah, but I've seen Luka, and it's better than that. I'll take my chances for that.
All right, let's shift over to this side of the couch. Kenyon, you've seen this Rocket squad. We've been watching them all year. They've struggled in clutch, struggled without having a true point guard. Reed Shepherd has kind of tried to fill that void. I think he started the last 4 or 5 games. Been playing solid, but I think this Rockets team is for real or fugazi.
I don't know. One day they look like they can compete, and the next day they look like they don't know how to play basketball at times without KD being out there. You know what I'm saying? So think they've played a long season, and for the jury to still be out is not a good thing. You know, the fact that, to Gil's point, they don't make shots. Reece Sheppard can make shots, but he's not the point guard that you need to get people involved. He's looking for his shot first. Sort of a liability on defense, but try to neutralize that by making shots. Yeah, it's their success is definitely reliant on KD having KD nights, 27 to 35, and Sengun putting numbers on the board. If they're doing that, they're tough to beat. With Thompson going downhill and Jabari making jump shots, if they're doing that, they're tough to beat. But that's where it gets tricky after that, right? You got solid players, but in this league, you have to be able to make shots. We know that. And they don't have shot makers coming off the bench in case guys start lineup and not getting it done. So whoever they match up with in the first round is going to be a difficult time because game planning, they will make them shoot. They will make the ball find certain guys. Are they capable? Yeah. Are they capable of winning the series? I think it just depends on who they match up with. Depends on if KD is game planning with him, right? Depends on how that goes. So I think Gil said something that was key. If they keep him 15 to 20 shots, by doubling him and making him uncomfortable and making him a passer, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but don't know. Really don't know. Like I said, some days it looks more promising, other days I really like.
Well, last but not least, we'll shift over to Skip. Skip, when you look at this Rockets squad, do you feel like the Rockets for real or the Rockets fugazi?
This Rocket squad is real enough that if it winds up in a 4-5 with the Lakers, even if the Lakers have Luka and have AR and have LeBron, who was out with a foot injury, I think he just said, I can't do this. But if the Lakers are whole,
you got to catch the ball.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if the Lakers are whole, the Rockets will still beat the Lakers because the Rockets have found themselves their best version of themselves lately. And I root for them not because of Kevin Durant, but because of that coach. I just love this coach. Ime is my kind of coach because he's your kind of guy. And this team has some of you in it because what it does do better than anybody in this league is it will just kick your ass on the backboards every single night, especially the offensive glass. They destroyed Phoenix on the glass last night. It was 55 to 34 rebounds. And offensive rebounds were 24 to 10. So they are just crashing the glass. And allow me to say amen to Amen Thompson because he has grown up before your very eyes. He is a problem for everybody on both ends of the floor, on just sheer energy on defense and crashing and driving on the offensive end. And the other weird thing about them, as Gil pointed out, obviously they've been adrift without their leader and their point guard the whole year, but the last 7 games, I'm seeing the center become their joker of a point guard. And what did Kevin say in his stand-up interview on court right after the game last night in Phoenix? He said, we just fed off Alpi in the fourth quarter. And I'm like, you did? And I'm looking, and Sengun is now the point center of this team. So the offense is going through Sengun, and he's leading them in assists. He's 6 a game. I know it's not 10 a game, but he is leading this team in assists. And they've found their best version of themselves with him initiating every offensive possession. The ball goes to him first, and he kicks it, or he drives it and kicks it. And that's the best they can be. So do I think they could beat the Lakers in a 4-5? I definitely do. Can they beat the Thunder in the semifinals of the Western Conference? They obviously have 0 chance with Kevin going home to Oklahoma City. No chance.
Y'all agree 0% chance?
What, to beat OKC if they match up?
I think they have a chance to beat the Lakers, though. I mean, no, the Lakers have a chance to beat Houston with Luka.
And Houston,
They got to be healthy.
Yeah. No, I'm saying if they're healthy.
Yeah.
If they're healthy, but if not, then, you know.
and Houston would need a lot of help from the Nuggets. They could potentially jump even to that third spot. I think they'd have to win all 3 games, and the Nuggets have to go like 1 and 2.
Who has to win?
The Rockets would have to win out, and the Nuggets have to go 1 and 2. Nuggets do have games against the Spurs and Thunder.
You know this is the playoffs, so matchups is the most important part.
Yeah.
There's no way Houston will try to jump to 3 if they have the Lakers.
Yeah,
that
4.
is
Yeah,
hurt.
Yeah, 4-5. They want
4-5.
They want that.
You also have the Timberwolves that
Yeah,
are
I'm
hurt.
definitely trying to.
Damaged team where 2 stars is
I'm
gone,
not trying to see Jokic.
and 1 is 40, and the rest of the bench is a G League team.
Yeah, I understand.
Like, I am not trying to jump to 3. I'm going to stay exactly 4 or 5. It doesn't to them.
To the Wolves dealing with an
4 or 5.
Let them stems
4 or
come
5.
back. Let them stems
Because you
overseas
still
come
got
back.
you still got the rest of the Timberwolves bench squad is better than our whole team.
No.
Right? They got guys who can put the ball in the back.
Yeah, they got a legitimate 6.
Our best player right now that I trust is Luke Kennard. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, outside of LeBron.
Yeah, I mean,
Outside of
LeBron.
Because he's
I just
he's going to play.
Now I figure he'll do what
He's healthy.
with the rest of
He
us.
just sat out because there was no need for him to play because Oklahoma go out and get embarrassed like that. Listen, so y'all already got me the worst loss of my career on the record. We're not finna do this shit twice.
I'm not finna go out there. Come on, man. You ain't finna
We're not finna do this shit twice in 2 weeks.
Put me out
Listen,
there.
Not finna do this. Twice in a week, actually.
Yeah, twice in less than.
So yeah, less than a week. No, we're not finna
on
do this.
Taco Tuesday. Come on, man. We
Yeah,
ain't finna
Taco
do that, dog.
Go drink me some Lobos and motherfucker have me some tacos, man.
Go play some in my golf simulator.
It's even though Kevin Durant averages about 20 shots a game, the difference is he doesn't have 2 studs that he used to have with him, where you didn't have to double KD. You couldn't double KD. You couldn't, right? Russell James, right? You're talking about where
Kyrie James.
like you couldn't get Booker, like you couldn't do anything with him. Now you have a handicap, and the handicap is the shooting.
Yes, because they have to play them.
Like even Sengun, you're not Jokic because you can't shoot from the outside. We know where you want to go. You want to get in and try to you're going to pump fake. Don't jump. Nobody needs to jump. No one needs to go for the pump fake. You're going to pump
Shoot
fake
it, Tesla.
to try to go and do all your things to get in. So you are limited. So when Sengun's the point guard, treat him how you would have treated Russell Westbrook, Rondo, Ben Simmons. If you're going to beat us, you shoot 10 threes. If you make 3, I'll think about guarding you. If you're not going 50%, I'm not going out there. Just do you. And we're just gonna sit back. We're not gonna let you do no back. Shoot a 3.
Contest late.
Yeah, or just shoot a 3. We just do it. Like, cause and that's not his game yet. That's the problem with Jokic and Embiid. That's their beauty, where they can shoot that shot at a very high clip. So you are forced as the big man to go there where they get the drive and then use that advantage against them. So that's where he's going to have to improve to really be an all-around threat.
So what version of Kevin Durant do you guys think that the Rockets need in the postseason for them to be successful?
It's not him. It's not really him.
It ain't him, man. His 25, his 27 is what it is.
Because they gonna double
Right.
him.
Does that need to?
It's his 27 is what it is, man. Like what do you need to get to? 35?
I mean, maybe.
No,
maybe.
it ain't on him.
But he's flirting with a 50, 40,
I mean, to
90
get
right
past
now. to see
OKC,
this
he
team where
might have.
Yeah, to see what. So his 27 is enough. They just gotta other people.
It's that.
I mean, we're gonna need some 30s though.
Of course, he gonna give you that.
It's
But
the
for him to keep it, he gonna give you that. Anything from 27 to 35.
It's Amen.
Right?
Amen is going to have to
Any night.
dominate. It's Amen that's going to have to,
You're
you're going to have to
Yeah, he got
lock down, and you're going to have to be very productive on the offensive end.
Yeah, he got to put
or
pressure on the
Jabari
ring.
Smith, right? One of you two are going to have to really be great.
I think it's made for Amen Thompson to dominate because how he just downhill, man.
Yeah, if he gets down here.
You're downhill, man, and you're attacking guys, man, game after game after game, possession after. No, that's
Like, it's
They get tired. They don't want that.
like if you had a jump shot, bro.
Yeah, they don't
Like
want
think about if he had a jump shot.
Yeah, they don't want to have to guard that, man.
Like
Do you run it back with this team if they can't get out the second round?
I'm saying Fred not being there hurt
Yeah.
them, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like Fred not being there hurt them.
But
Let's
that's
be
the
honest.
point too. Do you give KD some grace with this squad? Not going to finish with a better record than they did last year, or not going to finish with a higher seeding than they did last season, but didn't have their point guard all year long. But obviously had time to address that. Had some roster issues that kind of limited their ability to bring another point guard onto the roster.
That's when you got to be creative, man. You got to do your job. As a GM, as a president, y'all have to come together.
I mean, they had chances to go get another point guard.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they couldn't do it till after December 15th.
Cool.
They had a.
They was holding the fort down.
They would have had to make some trades, and I think they just decided to roll with it.
Yeah, they was holding the fort down till December 15th. Then you should have had a plan when December 15th hit.
To go get something.
I'm saying we got to get something, right? This is our debt. This is our date. We know we can't move before that, but we need a plan in place. So when December 15th happened, we make this move because we see what this could possibly be, right? First game of the season showed us, right? We was already talking about how it looked, them not having a point guard. The very first game of the season, how it looked.
Yeah.
Double OT, don't they?
Yeah, double, and it looked like, you need somebody to get them guys involved, right? You had ample time to address that, and you didn't. That falls on front office. The guys going out and playing, they're going to try to do all they can to circumvent not having that, but it's still, those guys need to, like, you need somebody out there like Fred that's been there, that's won, and like they had ample opportunity to go get
Something.
No, listen, man, you could have went and got Kyle Lowry from Philly, and he could have somebody. Hey, somebody, right?
Something, just
an able-bodied. He over there just sitting.
And
He don't need big
that's
minutes.
A threat as a point guard.
He don't need them big minutes. You just need somebody out there when shit get tough. He know where the ball need to go. That's all. I'm like, I ain't saying you play him 35 a night, but it's just a name. I'm just thinking like somebody that knows how to play the position that you can depend on. That's all.
So, Skip, when you look at this current iteration of the Rockets,
Fuck Mike Conley. I would have did what I did to go get Mike Conley from them. I don't know. I would have did something.
I tweeted the other night during the Final Four championship game, if the Rockets had that Elliot Cadeau, who was the most outstanding player, obviously from Michigan, if they had him right now, they'd be a tough out. They just don't have that tough little man to run the show. But let me say this about Kevin Durant. I saw some slippage last year in Phoenix. I saw some aging taking over, and he and I went back and forth on social media a couple times about that. And I must say, he took it back up a level. He looks like Kevin Durant to me right now. And I know he gets in some binds when they don't have somebody to get him his shots. And some teams can take him completely out of being able to create a shot. But, man, last night, as he returned to Phoenix with a chip on his shoulder and a grudge in his heart, once he got untracked, I know you're going to talk about Dillon Brooks in a second, but once he got untracked, he looked like Kevin bleeping Durant to me. He's playing at extremely high level, and he will have to for them to make any noise in the next 2 weeks.
So I think we've said it before, KD doing his part. Like he always, KD
gets an A. In any class,
We always,
project he does.
We always say,
I'm about to say,
we've
everywhere
been saying
he
it,
went.
right?
he getting an A.
Everywhere he's went, he get A.
Listen,
He's A.
we've been saying he is probably the only plug-and-play player in the National Basketball Association that's seen in a long time. Where there's been a lot of great players that play in this league, but systems have been built around them, and they have to, wherever they go, that system has to change for that person.
That's
right?
a good point. Yeah.
Not for Kevin Durant.
No.
Everybody else can still be them because of his efficiency, right? 50-90, 50-40-90.
Flirting with it right now,
Right.
51% from the field.
Like come on, man. At this age, still doing it like that, like it's
Yeah, I mean, he sure
injuries behind him.
Yeah, 52% from the field, 41 from three, 88 from the free throw line. 26
That'll work.
and 5.
Get to that free throw line.
Yeah, you can't miss though. Can't miss.
I know he missed those. He missed those.
He missed, bro. You
I think that
gotta
missed
run.
it,
He gotta run some. Gotta do some 15, 20 straight real quick.
They're gonna need Shepard to actually hit shots. Because when you're talking about just the playoffs themselves, right? We know. Okay, all right. Kevin Durant. Okay, he's his own scouting report, right? So it's like, all right, if we're gonna take him out, what are they gonna do? All right, Sengun. If we take him out, who's third? Who's gonna win it for him, right? And I think no one's gonna guard Shepard like that.
Unless he's making
shots. And the only way I'm gonna help off of and keep my eyes off of Kevin Durant or Sengun is if my man is hitting shots.
Yep.
So if he comes out, game one is gonna try to take them to. If Shepard comes out hitting shots off the rip, that changes the series.
But they thought he was a point guard, and he's just not. All he is a shooter.
He's a six man. Right? He's a guy that comes more like a Ben Gordy. So you got to play him like that. When he's coming in, you're the microwave guy. We got to come, bring you off screens, let you be that runaround guy. You sitting there doing pick and rolls. I got to let you come off screen. Nobody's chasing nobody off screens these days. They can't even keep up with Kevin Durant. Curry. Right? Like as soon as Curry passes the ball, he understands what defense does.
Go.
Takes off.
Go.
Right? So, with guarding him and you just sitting there running off all these down picks and splits and stuff, that could be your job. You would get so much
And they
easy buckets just moving without the ball.
They got a willing passer too.
Yep.
In Sengun.
So-
is 20 and 9 enough for them to from Sengun? Is
20
No,
and 9.
and I was just about to ask you
20
that.
and 9.
Do you think Sengun is having a down year
he is.
than last
Right,
year?
so what- yeah, that's
right. Like I feel like the ball was in his hands more last year when they needed like clutch plays and stuff. Like even when they was playing against the Warriors, like in that playoff series, I just felt like it was different last year. Like this year's more like he's averaging more points. He's averaging 20. Last year he averaged 19, but I just feel like he was a
better
plus.
field goal
He was a
percentage.
plus like 5, and now he's a plus 2. So
we got Kevin Durant.
no,
But we weren't
get-
expecting. We thought we were going to
I'm
get more.
I'm
from
thinking,
him.
yeah.
We sat on the couch like that. We
Sengun
thought
was going to
this
take that
was-
next.
Yeah.
Like
They were going to play through him throughout the season.
Scoring is up, rebounds are down, but
Yeah, it's hard to
Scoring
Field goal
up what, a
percentage
point.
up.
He went up
Like
a point
and a half.
yeah, a point. But
half.
then the year before that, he was averaging 21.
Yeah.
But it's hard to be a go-to guy if you can't shoot the ball. That's hard. Like, how many times you're gonna fall for the same pump fake before they realize
You're talking about shooting threes? Or
period.
No, he can shoot in the
That's
lane.
what I'm saying.
He
He
can
can
shoot
shoot
the
around
line,
the-
but he catches the ball damn near at the hash.
Yeah.
He wants to catch it at the hash, then go. So it's like, all right, it's not like you're catching it at the free throw line, then going here. You're catching it at the hash, and you want to go dribble. Then you're going to play sloppy man basketball, put your body on them, spin, and do all.
Flail,
Then you want to
spin,
flail and do
yeah.
all that stuff. Just back up.
He plays little to me. They list him at 6'11". He looks like he's 6'9" to me. Plays like little big man.
Under the basket. It's that Zebo style.
Yeah,
where
it is.
There is like a counter puncher, right? I'm gonna go spin. I'm gonna feel you here. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
spin
gotta
this
use-
way.
I'm trying
You're
to
gonna try to
use
cut
what
me
you-
off. I'm gonna like it's that.
Yeah, I'm trying to use whatever it is you're presenting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but-
you can play like him, Jokic. No matter how rough you play with them, they're countering all of it with the spins and bumps and this and that, and like it's.
I think KD took a lot away from his aggressiveness.
No, he's aggressive.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like it looked like he was ready to take that next, and then he just. and it's yes, Kevin Durant. So of course you're gonna defer, but without a point guard too, I'm thinking, okay,
he's taking the same amount of shots though.
But you know what?
more.
Yeah, more,
I
I think career high, but
How many free throws is he taking?
he is shooting Gil about 5 free throws a game.
Okay, that's not enough.
See, when you're talking
that's
about
not enough for somebody 6. That's not enough for somebody.
70%.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you're talking about taking the next step, right? That means you are going into the summer, looking at a flaw, and making that a strength, right? When Dwayne Wade took the next step, what did he come back with? The bank shot, right? He came back that year with his bank. Then the very next year, he came back with a pump fake, right? So that means he still has all the drives and the splits that he had. Then he added a bank shot. Then he added a pump fake to the bank shot. right? That's how you elevate your game. So if we're talking about taking the next step is making sure you can hit the long ball a little bit, making sure you can make free throws, making sure you're getting fouled, because the difference between 20 and 25 is free throws, right? I don't have to shoot no more extra shots on my field goal percent, just free throws, right? We get in the penalty, come on down here, got you, 2 free throws, right? It's that game that you upgrade. So the fact that he's a guy who does all this bumping and stuff, he's only shooting 5 free throws. Trae Young shoots more than that. Brunson shoots more than that.
I mean,
you know what I mean? So you understand, you're the big man who's driving all the time, and you can only get fouled.
Right.
Would you take him over DeAndre Ayton right now?
Who?
Over who?
Shit, yeah.
Over your guy, Ayton. Would you take Şengün over Ayton? Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like hell yeah.
Hey,
right?
hey, right. That's like a Ferrari and a Honda. What's good at them?
Damn.
Shit, ain't even a question.
It's a Honda at best. Right?
JJ Redick said,
It's your first car. All right.
Catch the ball.
92 Honda Accord.
His comparison, how much is the comparison? Where's Clint Capella?
Go give him a key.
Where's his comparison at?
I was gonna at least give him a
And get me Clint.
It ain't a new Kia.
Shit. All right, well,
the kid that still do gas.
Got the plug-in. You still got the plug-in lighter. I'm saying for the car charger, you got the lighter for the. Yeah, you got that one. Yeah, that's what that boy is.
I missed those.
He made me
lines.
laugh.
Yeah,
I haven't seen one of those. It's so,
yeah.
back down memory lane. But we got to go back to a moment in the game that had the internet buzzing. So let's take a look. Like I mentioned, things were chippy all game, including the second quarter when Kevin Durant and Dillon Brooks were jawing at each other. So after Brooks fouled, KD got up. They started talking reckless. Amidst the trash talk, KD appeared to tell Brooks, "My worst season is better than your best," right there. Then on the very next play,
Got a foul now.
That's mean-spirited. KD sent Brooks stumbling, hit a jumper over Mark Williams.
Hey now. Oh shit.
My worst season is better than your best.
Should have told him, get your bum ass up.
I'm sure he did. They kept talking as he went back down the court. So Durant was asked about that moment and Brooks' continued attempts to try and poke bears and had this response.
Not at all. I'm not giving him that. You don't get that type of credit with me. Maybe some other guys that may turn up because he talked to him, but he's not that important or special to me to get me going. You know what I'm saying? I wake up going, getting ready to play. You know what I'm saying? But I respect him. I respect what he brings to the game. Like I said earlier, I think that gets him going more than me. You know what I'm saying? And I just happened to get that ball right afterwards and make a good move, but it wasn't in spite of Dillon. I wanted to show him up. Like, he's not that much of a concern to me, but I respect how he approaches the game and what he does. And that's valuable to him, and that brings him, makes him a better player. But me, it has nothing to do with my game.
That was worse than my worst year is your best year. That was worse.
That was some good trash talk. Huh? Some good trash talk.
That one at the end?
Yeah, everything.
No, not at the end. That hurts.
Some good trash talk.
Yeah, you talking to me gets you hype. They don't do nothing to me. I don't know you.
Yeah.
It's some good trash talk. I like it. I like it. I like
Don't
it.
say it.
It's like,
It's the perfect time. Playoffs is right around the corner. Let's go.
because that is the actual truth. That he's getting himself hyped to stop you. Like, yeah, this is what we're doing, and it fuels that type of guy. So for him to say it in reality, that gets him going. That don't do nothing to me.
Just the guy.
Just a guy.
Just a guy.
Just a guy on the team.
So Skip, I saw you laughing during KD's commentary.
Yeah. Look, that was a classic case of why Dillon Brooks is more trouble than he's worth. That there was why he's no longer in Memphis and no longer in Houston, and probably next year he'll be somewhere else. So think about this. Dillon Brooks' team, the home team, had just gone on a 24-0 run. They were up 26-5 because Kevin Durant was trying too hard. He was pressing because he said earlier this year, for the first time in his career, he got, to use his words, kicked out by a team. He got kicked out by the Phoenix Suns. And it stuck with him, and it stuck in his craw, and it hurt him, and he wanted to show them. He wanted to punish the home crowd last night in his first game back in Phoenix. And he starts 1 for 6. So you've got him right where you want him until Dillon Brooks starts poking the bear. Well, that's the one bear you just can't poke. Just let him stew, let him fret, let him keep trying too hard, let him press on his jumper and go 1 for 12. Just leave him alone. And the game flipped on what you just saw. And he pushed the wrong button in the wrong guy at the wrong time. And all of a sudden, the game just flips on its head. It just goes crazy from that point on. And Kevin just took it out and took it out and took it out on Dillon Brooks. And I love him just dismissing him like, I don't even care who he is. Like he's talking about him like he doesn't really know who he is. That's fine. And that's what I think of Dillon Brooks is he's a pretty good player, but he's only a pretty good player who's always having to instigate as part of his repertoire, but you have to read the room and pick your spots. And he picked the wrong spot because I thought Phoenix had him right where I thought Phoenix was going to win the basketball game. And from that point on, they lost in the fourth quarter 38-21 because Kevin Durant was by far the best player on the floor because he's him. He's it. He's he. And he was so infuriated that guy would dare to try to get in my head, get under my skin just because I got off to a bad start. And that was the end of that game at that flashpoint moment. So congratulations, Dillon. You lost the game for your team at home.
So you talk about Dillon the villain, though, and I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but in Memphis, successful, obviously scapegoated him after that series.
Yeah.
You know, got smacked by the Lakers, which is going to happen anyway.
I mean, he even pushed LeBron's button at all the wrong times, you know?
But goes to the Rockets, a part of that turnaround over there with Ime Udoka, helps build the culture over there. Goes to this Sun squad, it's having a career year right now, putting up 20 points per
He
game.
is.
But it
Yeah.
seems like, you got to
just
take
don't-
the good with the bad with Dillon Brooks,
And
because nobody would expect the Suns to be 7th right now.
No, but that was a classic case of why you can't trust him when you need him the most, because he doesn't know when to turn off Dillon the villain. That's what happened last night. You got to turn it off. You got to pick your spot. Pick the wrong spot. That's just me. Is that all you got to stay in the league, is being Dillon the villain? Okay.
That'd be really good. You can continue to be that. You just got to be really good.
What, trash talker?
No, just the villain part, just the antagonist part, right? Like you gotta go out and you gotta do what Dennis Rodman was doing, shit like that, right? You gotta be out there like putting up like.
I mean, he's averaging 20.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
He's playing well. No, I ain't saying he's not. He's playing well, but you gotta. Yeah.
I'm just saying this is his best year.
It is.
I mean, I know I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, in Memphis,
There was a point we were talking about
mean,
him in the All-Star discussion. I'm just saying, earlier this
I
season.
felt Memphis went down when they let him go. I mean, that's just me personally. I mean, I just think they lost that firepower. I feel like that's just where it started going downhill for them. I think they needed that with Ja and that.
Everybody needs
but
that.
to Skip's point, yes, he does a little bit too much. But I mean, like we said, we didn't know the Phoenix was going to be here at 7th. I mean, dude's averaging 20. Dude went from last year to having his best year this year. He's feeling himself. He gets criticized a lot for a lot of things, but he still goes out there and does his thing. So it's kind of, you do got to be careful who you are poking. I mean, Kevin Durant, like if I'm meeting up with Kevin Durant in the playoffs, I'm not, you got to calm it down just a little bit. But
he's not.
I can't. I can't. It's just hard because he's cooking too, though. At the same time, it's 20.
But he's cooking, but
He's playing well. For Dillon Brooks, he's cooking.
No,
right?
he's cooking.
For him,
Dillon
for what
Brooks,
he's
cooking.
But when he's playing,
He's cooking for Dillon
He's
Brooks.
having a career
No.
year, right? He's having a career year, right?
Yes.
For a defender, right? Just take last night with the Kevin Durant thing, right? You already have this thing with you, right? You're known for fucking with people. KD get off to a slow start, and we think it's because of us, right?
Yeah.
Right? We think, we think it's like, shit, I'm writing KD shit down right now, right?
Yeah.
Shit, I got that shit. You ain't getting that off right now. You walk up to him, say something slick. Shit, got that shit right now. Huh? You can't. No. Like with people like that, there's no defense that you can just missing, right? So we get this inflated thing with us, and we already shit talking, and we already built on this, and it just brings it out even more, and we don't know where to put it at times, right? You just don't know where to, right? I'm out there fucking with Kobe for what? Right?
And
For what?
You did that?
Yeah. Like, only thing I got to come back with, he said, you know what I'm about out here. And the only thing I can come back with is, and you know what I'm about out here. Right? You keep scoring, we're going to fight. Right?
You keep scoring.
Right? That's all I had, right? You out there going through it, right? But it's that, right? You fuck with the wrong people. That's just who we are at times, right? We think we didn't got a couple stops, and we think we playing better defense than we are at times. We could be playing great defense. Either they scoring or they make it, or you can play the best defense in the world and they miss, or they make it. So it's not us. But we don't, like I said, he don't know where to put it at times, right?
And I think that's the difference, is he doesn't realize he has a double-edged sword with him now, being in Phoenix. See, you used to get hype stopping players, right? You're only targeting superstars, right? It's like you are going out for the big whale. Everybody over here fishing, you like LeBron, KD, Curry. Yeah, if I can get some of that Wemby, I'm gonna get some of that Wemby, right? I want that shade. Like I want the big. I'm not wasting my talent over here. I want the big stuff. Now the difference is, you have something to lose. See, they're gonna keep shooting. They don't care about you. So what happens when you miss shots too? See, before, because you didn't shoot. See, Dennis Rodman, he don't care about missing. That is not part of his, like, I just get the defense, smack you on the ass, wrestle you, tackle you. Like, I don't have to worry about offense. Well, Dillon averages 20 now.
Yeah.
You go 0 for 3, 0 for 4, you don't even want to talk trash no more, because now you got to focus again. You got to get back. Like, you done talked yourself out of your own game to the point it's like, yo, hey, how about this? Do what we do as offensive players. Just wait till you hit bucket and start talking trash. You can't guard me. Like, you need to change the narrative for yourself and be more of an offensive-minded thinker, because trying to stop someone who's going to shoot all the time and you trying to keep up your 20-point average, you can dial yourself down on accident. Like, what did he go for last night?
3 for 12. He's 1 for 7 from 3.
Yeah. You do it. You talked yourself out of the game.
Should he go talk to like Ron Artest? Somebody like that?
Say it again?
Like Ron Artest. I mean, I'm looking at Ron Artest's stats. I mean, he was averaging 20, 18, but he was still he was wild and getting in guys' face, but he still had but I'm saying, like, from the aspect of understanding when to be that and.
Okay, Ron Artest was, he was different because he didn't really talk.
He didn't talk.
He didn't talk.
No talk, but he was still known as a.
I know, but you don't see none of his emotions, so you don't know what's going on over there. You just feel it. Feel the hard hits, the elbows in him. You don't know if he's frustrated or not, right? So it's more of a Gary Payton. Remember, Gary Payton came in as only a defender, right? That's where he started, right? Then, he got his offense together, but he was a guy who talked trash the whole game and still had to put points on, right? You're talking about, I got to guard Jordan, stop Jordan, and put points in because I'm one of the scorers on this team. So those are the type of guys he has to talk to. And ask questions. How do you keep, once you get to this level, how do you keep your offense into it? Like,
yeah, because it just you got to be able to do it, man.
Like that.
Like, you got to be able to talk and play, right? You can't, that's the beauty about it, right? You got to be able to do it. Like Katie, he can do it. It don't bother him, right? Whoever, when he was out there talking, the Denver game, was it Bruce Brown?
Yeah.
It doesn't faze him, right? Because we are here to hoop. I'm going to talk shit and bust your ass simultaneously. That has to be your mentality, right? You can't let your psyche get the best of you where you're not contributing and helping your team, right? GP did it well, other guy, Michael Jordan did it well, Kobe did it well. You say something to him, you know what it was, right? I'm going to bust your ass while talking shit to you.
And I'm gonna stop you.
And you gotta try. And I'm finna come guard you, right? That's the thing.
Guard you.
And I'm gonna come guard you. So it ain't like we gonna be on opposite sides of the court. Like, no, I'm gonna come stand next to you, right? You gonna guard me, and I'm damn sure gonna make sure I'm gonna go. It wasn't a matchup to start the game, but you started running your mouth. Now I want this action. Now I gotta try. Now I'm gonna turn your water off.
So, Gil, remember the playoff series a few years back, Lakers, Memphis, when Ja was at his superstar best. I thought Memphis was a little better than your Lakers. And what did Dillon the villain do? He started going after LeBron to the point he was even going after him in the Lakers huddle before tip-off. He's going over there and antagonizing, and to the media, he's calling him an old man. Remember this?
Yep.
You just can't. There's a line you can't cross. Even though LeBron might be a little more susceptible to that than KD is, but if you cross that line, the best LeBron I've ever seen is angry LeBron. And it doesn't happen very often, but when somebody courtside gets under his skin, says something, we've seen it happen in LeBron's past, where somebody heckled him, got under his skin, and he just goes crazy. I wish we'd see more of that guy when he just plays flat out angry, and Dillon the villain sent LeBron over the angry edge, and it was spectacular to watch. And after that series, the Memphis GM made it clear publicly, I have seen enough of Dillon Brooks. That they basically scapegoated him for the whole series because he deserved it.
But do you need, but when the rest of your team is quote unquote finesse players, do you need a Dillon Brooks?
Yeah,
Yes.
but is he
Yes.
physical? Is he you? Is he?
In this NBA, yes.
Maybe in
I'm saying, and with the way the game is played now, I would say yes. But like,
Hell yeah.
in order to be successful, you need a few assholes over there.
Okay,
right?
he is that.
You need somebody
He's a designated
that's,
asshole.
yeah, you need somebody that's not going to deviate from it,
No,
right?
I got that.
But I think if
But is he?
Yeah.
Is he a bad MF? You know, like
No.
is he somebody you're afraid of physically?
no,
No,
he was
not
man.
that.
See, when
He's
he
somebody that's annoying. That
He's
you
a-
know,
he's a-
like
he's
he's
a
annoying.
nuisance.
He's
Yeah.
annoying. He's just like, here we go.
Yeah, like, but I think you need somebody when shit get going. Like, if the game is going a certain way, in order to get us going, we need somebody to come in there and mix it up, and for us to have to rally together and all. Like, we need that at times.
Okay.
There's a time and place for it.
I
Of
got
course, we don't need it.
But
Well,
Dennis
I was
Rodman,
there
I
for-
covered
yeah.
Dennis Rodman in Chicago. He was as fierce a below the rim rebounder as ever stepped on an NBA floor. So he's backing it up. He's a bad MF. You can't deal with him. They couldn't keep him off the glass. And he was very physical and scary physical. And I don't see that from Dillon Brooks. He's a good defender. Is he a great defender? No. Is he an overpowering physical defender? No.
Has Dillon Brooks played with any superstars yet? Like Dennis Rodman?
Ja, I mean,
So
Ja at his best.
No. So if Dillon Brooks played with LeBron,
No, I mean, like you're talking about a young guy
Yeah.
trying to figure out what he is, right? So the only superstar he really played with that been to the level would have been the Derrick Rose when Derrick Rose got there. I don't know. I think Derrick left, or he left when Derrick Rose was there. But that would have been the only superstar.
right. But don't you think his control would be different if he played with a guy like KD, if he played with a guy like Steph Curry, if he played with a guy like LeBron, like Dennis Rodman, right? I'm playing with Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
So I know my level of, like you know.
He's playing with Booker.
Huh?
He's playing with Booker.
Booker's
I
on the
don't think
same
that they
level
were
as
together.
like Michael. I mean, as LeBron James and
There's only like 4 of them. That's
I don't think he understands.
I know, but what I'm
D.
saying,
Rose
like,
didn't play
but what
with
I'm saying,
him.
Dennis Rodman, he played with the bad boys, with Isaiah Thomas. Like, he's playing with these superstar guys to where he has to have a level-headed. Like you're not going to be, like, you're not going to come in here and just act like you.
But he
like
did.
You run. Who?
Dennis Rodman did
that
whatever
with
he
the Bulls?
wanted to do.
He didn't do that with
Yes,
the
he
Bulls.
did.
That man went to Vegas on
He went to
the
Vegas.
No, right. That's fine. But at the end of the day, you know what time it is, though.
No.
At the end of the day.
No. The
Okay,
thing
so
is-
why did he come back and win then?
The thing with Dennis Rodman is, I am you're Michael Jordan. You're gifted at putting that ball in the basket and defense.
Okay.
I'm great also at rebounding and stopping people also.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're both the elites at what we do, right? I don't say nothing to you. You're not going to say nothing to me because when I get out there, I partied all night. I just got in,
Right.
but I'm going to have 18 rebounds. I'm going to stop my man. I'm going to do that. So you don't need to tell Dennis Rodman nothing because Dennis Rodman is going to show up with what he does. Dillon Brooks is not that type of defensive player.
Because he doesn't have.
Like if Wendy
because he
was
doesn't
talking
have-
trash,
because he's
he
not-
can back it up.
Because he's not playing with those type of players.
'Cause he- no,
so the level of I'm playing with the Bulls, bro. I'm on this is the top of the level. I'm playing with Detroit Pistons. This is the top of the level. Of course, I'm gonna do my thing, but I'm definitely gonna come here and do my job because of who I'm playing with. I'm playing with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but-
So of course I'm not gonna overdo. Yes, I am great, but I also know. Listen, I better do this. Dillon Brooks don't have that because he's not playing with a superstar like that.
But
he's not playing with a LeBron James and a Luka. If he was on the Lakers right now, Dillon Brooks ain't doing all that.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's
But what
not.
I'm saying,
No, he's not.
He's
I think
not.
he is.
But he's not. But
No,
you're
he's
saying
not.
You're
Because
playing
it's
with a
too much-
superstar. He is.
it's too much on the line.
Dennis Rodman is a superstar. He was.
Right, but it's a lot on the line though too.
Yeah.
See, if he's playing with the Lakers, it's a lot on the line.
Let me ask you a
But that's
question.
what I don't think you know Dennis Rodman.
Let me ask you a question.
He partied every night.
It's still a lot
He came
on the
from
line.
the club to the game.
It's a lot on
right?
the line,
So
though.
a lot on the line. I'm coming from the club to the game.
But
I didn't care what Michael Jordan was saying.
But I'm out-
I didn't care what Phil Jackson
But that was his
saying.
routine.
I'm coming from the club
All right.
to the game
Yeah.
because I do what I do. I'm a defensive. I won Defense Player of the Year coming off the bench. I'm one of only 2 people in the history that was a bench player that when I got in, I shut shit down, right? So that's what he was, right? The headache problem, they're like, okay, he's a headache. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take our chances with it because we know no matter what he does, we know what he's going to bring. Dillon's not that guy. He's made a name for just targeting these guys, right? That's where we know him from. We don't know him from the production of shutting shit down, right? That's Draymond Green. You know what I mean? That's that type of guy. Trash talk and do whatever he want to do because he has the awards that's going to come with it. So it's
But because of who he's playing with too, though. Look who he's playing with.
But did he learn anything though?
Who?
Draymond. You got kicked out of a fucking finals game. You got suspended for a finals game.
Yeah, but we
So-
got
There's
4.
no, but I'm just saying these are.
But we got 4 though. I mean,
People,
we
he
got
got 4
4.
still could have, but
We got
the
4.
point I'm making is, guys like they need that, right? If Dillon Brooks wasn't that, he wouldn't be in the NBA. If Draymond wasn't that, he wouldn't be in the NBA, because they're good basketball players, but there are other people that could fill that role as well. But so they have to be that. So I was going to ask you, so you said if Dillon Brooks played for the Lakers, would he be doing all that? And I said yes, because if Dillon Brooks is not doing that, Dillon Brooks is not in the NBA.
No, I'm talking about all the other stuff
All
that
of
Skip is
it.
saying, like
All
all
of
the like with the time and place. It's like, yo,
think
like
all of it.
LeBron is out there. Look, hey man,
think
you know
all-
what time it is. Hey, we ain't doing that. Knock that shit out.
No.
Like it's gonna hit different.
No, because
So you don't think Steph and KD them said that shit to Draymond?
Yeah.
And what
They
happened?
have.
And they won 2 rings.
And,
No, but I'm saying it's not-
But they won 2 rings.
and he got kicked. So if he don't get suspended for Game 5,
That was before. You're talking about before KD came. But
so here you go, right?
I'm just saying, like,
No, I mean,
it hits different though. I feel like
you
it
sound
just.
like a hater, Joe.
It just-
But-
it
with
was trending in that direction.
with
I
LeBron
know.
or a superstar, technically, Dillon Brooks takes the pressure off of them. Right? Because he's going to guard the best player. He's going to do all that, right? So it kind of takes the pressure off of them in that sense. But one thing that these super defenders, especially at the guard position,
Super defenders.
them super defenders, the trash-talking defenders, right? It's the trash-talking ones. One thing that they haven't calculated, and they will never calculate, there's nothing you're going to say that's going to get under a superstar's skin. Remember, a superstar has been a superstar since he was little. He done heard everything under the sun, from his own teammates wanting him to pass the ball, from overrated all through high school, from college. He's done heard it all from every arena he's done went through. Trash talking is what he knows. He's the only one that's coming to an arena where the whole crowd is booing him. And he's out there busting ass. So trash talking him makes him go harder. Right? So you come in the game and he's just chilling, passing the ball around. Like, oh, we just over here in Memphis. And now you want to get it cracking? You know what? I needed this. I was going to take the day off. Let's go. Let's go. And that's what ends up happening. Like, we've mentally, like, we already know. All right, I'm playing against KD. LeBron and KD, we know y'all going to show up. Curry, whoever his matchup is, going to show up. It beat him when we go play Utah, Memphis, Blazers, right? Those teams, Wizards, right? It's like, oh, man, all right, and somebody start getting the yapping. Somebody get the yapping and start talking trash, and that's how you get them numbers put on you.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah, we was playing the Bobcats, the Knicks. What's the boy, Henderson? So played for the Bobcats, got the run in his mouth.
Melo.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, Jack.
I mean,
I was over there like,
bring
dude,
that over.
I was over there like, man, dude, shut up. Hey, man, leave him alone now, man.
He was trying to help.
Hey, man, like, you got a green light?
Yo.
Now that was ultra green.
Yeah, dude, hey.
Go ahead, bro. No, the only reason why I said that is because Ron Artest, when he went to the Lakers, they won a championship, and him and Kobe had this little fuse every time they played. So Ron Artest and Kobe, right? So I just feel like if Dillon Brooks is on the same team with LeBron and or with the KD or with the Steph or whatever, like, it's different, like, because I'm trying to win now, right? So I just feel like if that, I've seen it before. I'm just saying, I've seen Ron and Kobe bumps heads in Houston and about to fight, and then when they get on the same team, it's time to go.
That's Kobe, because he's a psychopath.
And he was
Kobe,
the same place where
LeBron James is a psychopath.
He elbowed James in his shit, didn't he?
Yeah.
He had a Laker jersey on, didn't he? Elbow James in the back of his shit.
For no reason.
So.
No, I know, but what I'm saying,
there's no turning it off, is what.
No, I didn't say he turned it off. What I'm saying is,
respect the guy.
They still won it though.
They respect the guy.
Who?
But the guy has nothing to do with it.
No, I'm saying, like, Kobe is a different person, right? He's the guy that when he comes into a room, if you're scared, he don't respect you, right? So if you ever look at the players he brung and he went out and got, have you noticed it was the same people who challenged him? Took the challenge, right? Him and Ron Artest. Let me get him. Matt Barnes with all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right? He wants the guy that he knows where. Well, you're going to come at me?
Okay.
Well, then I need to have you on my team. Right? You know what the worst, I remember someone saying this. Someone was saying something about a player, right? And, you know, like in the locker room, like, if you back down to me in practice, right? If we're going at, I'm talking trash, and you back out of that trash talking, you're not, what are you gonna do when AI and Cole's gonna do? I'm not even, that's what you're gonna do? Oh, you are no good to us. Just that simple. Me and you talking trash. I'm trying to see where you at mentally. And then you check out and you can't perform. Bro, what do you, like, are you not even gonna compete when Cole and them start talking to you? And that's how we judge talent. We judge who's in that foxhole with us. Right? So with Dillon Brooks, Cole would love Dillon Brooks. Going out there, going after only the big fish. Like, I don't care if you're scoring 30 on, they're scoring 30 on you. You're taking that challenge every single time. That's what he will respect of it. And then he'll start teaching them little techniques and stuff like that. But that's him. Everybody else like, bro, you're a nerd, bro.
So to your point about Jordan and Rodman, only one time when I was there did Jordan ever call out Rodman publicly for his behavior. And he might have done it privately and we didn't know about it. But, and I don't think he minded the Madonna stuff off the floor, staying out all night. But one night before a home playoff game, first round playoff game against nobody, against New Jersey, Rodman showed up about 20 minutes before tip-off, and Jordan would not live with that. You just don't do that. And the Chicago traffic, as you guys probably know and remember, it's awful before those games. You just have to figure out how to get downtown 2 hours before the game, 3 hours before the game. And Jordan started his remarks to the media that night with, "We don't need any more of this shit from Dennis Rodman." That's a quote that started unprovoked. He just volunteered that to the media that night. That was the only time I ever saw him call out Dennis Rodman, but that was about showing up on time. You can do whatever you want. You can stay out all night. You can come straight from the club, but you better come 2 hours before the game, 3 hours before the game. So Jordan's just all about the discipline of showing up when it's of being prepared to play the basketball game that night at the highest level. So that was it.
You know the way San Antonio organization has been noted for being, right?
Yes.
Under Pop and all. Nigga, they went and signed Dennis.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, you know, right?
But that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But look at the situations that Dennis is robbing. He's in winning situations where a lot of is on the table.
He's a winner.
Yes, no, but for sure. But I think Dillon Brooks plays as a winner too. I'm not saying, like, in Memphis they were getting to the playoffs. I'm not like, I don't think he doesn't play to win, but he hasn't been in an environment to where he is on that level and where it matters the most. Like, he went to Memphis where they're trying to, like, you know, they're trying to win. Yeah, they're young. They're coming up. They're young. But, like, give him an opportunity to go play for a team that's in Boston or something. Like, have him be around that type of atmosphere. We'll see. Because if he's a psycho, psychos know how to, like, when it's time to win, I'm a psycho, but I also know I ain't that bigger than the program now. Come on.
Yeah, like when you're talking about with a superstar, and if you aren't, like, if they're the offensive side and you're not the defensive side of that, and you're just a mediocre defensive player that's talking trash, I'm good.
But he's not. He's
I'm good.
He's not.
I'm
mediocre.
good.
He's not mediocre right now.
No, what I'm saying, no, not. I'm talking about defensively.
Oh.
Right now, he's turning into a two-way player. That's why I'm saying you don't need the gimmick of the defense anymore because you can hype yourself off of buckets.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Right. Before he was hyping it off of defense, and then now, you know, I mean, defense would. I don't have
the
no
fourth option.
I don't have no production.
Jai,
right?
Jaren, Bain, him. He was the fourth option. So I gotta get it where I can. And that's that.
Like, no matter how many shots Draymond missed from the three, he's still locking down there because his shooting is just like, if I'm open, I'm open. There's nothing you're gonna say that bothers my. When you're averaging 20 points a game, it's different. 20 points a game, that's a bigger contract. Now I care about the shots that I'm shooting. So now if I'm missing and you start talking trash, I'm now the one running.
You think he'd be looked at different if he was in Miami? With the way they run their stuff?
No, listen. You remember I said it earlier, man. I said, you know what? He trained too hard this summer on skill development. Right? You can see he put in a lot of work to be this productive, to still only be known as Dillon the Villain. You have outgrown.
Okay.
No one know he's averaging 20.
Like, nobody.
No one would know he's averaging 20.
The
antics and everything is out.
It outweighs.
I give you that.
It's like, it's still
that.
Dillon. It's Dillon. Even though he's averaging 20 points a game, like,
I give you that.
he needs to stand on these buckets.
So Brooks the bucket instead of
I would say
Or just Dillon Brooks.
Or
just Dillon Brooks.
I'm a bucket getter now. I'll be saying I'm a bucket getter now. Defensive players got to stop me. I can only stop myself at this point, and I would start doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? The defensive side, you've outgrown the Dillon the Villain.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. Got some more things to discuss. So let's head over to Milwaukee where the Giannis and Bucks saga taking yet another turn as tensions continue. So this past weekend, NBA announced they were investigating the Bucks for potential violations of the player participation policy for their handling of Giannis's knee injury. Giannis been sidelined since March 15th after hyperextending his knee in a game against the Pacers. Now missed 12 straight games with what the team is describing as a bone bruise. Before the Bucks game against the Celtics this past Friday, Giannis was very candid about being healthy enough to play and the Bucks sitting him against his wishes.
I'm available to play today right now. I'm available. Do I look like I'm not available? No, you tell me you guys be around me. Do I look like I'm hurting? Good. So I don't see myself in the first 12. I don't see myself in the starting lineup. That's pretty much it. I don't know what game is being played right here. I just don't want to be a part of it. Especially like, look, I'm like, I understand. I'm a vet. I've been here 13 years, and honestly, like the team gets eliminated from the playoffs. Be smart, take care of your body, being in and out, being minutes restriction, just to be, careful to prep for the next season, prep for the next generation, for the young players to get some minutes, go out there. I get that. But that wasn't the time that this took place. That's what bothers me. It's almost like you wave the white flag. And I don't do that. I am sorry. I don't. I'm sorry, I never will. I'm sorry. You know who you are dealing with. So for somebody to come and tell me that to not play or to not compete, it's like a slap in my face. So I don't know where the relationship goes from there. You gotta go definitely in couples therapy. Go consultation, couples therapy, sit down, tell their side, I'm telling my side, let me find a solution. Amicable. Right? That's the word? Find a solution together.
Suggesting couples therapy with him in the Bucks. So Giannis went on to say, I've never seen a case of my caliber player saying it publicly. I want to effing play. You know what I'm saying. I don't think I've seen this. So if there needs to be an investigation, great. There should be. I don't know. There should be until we figure something out. Giannis was ruled out for the Bucks game against the Nets Tuesday. In an interview with the Athletics' Eric Name, Bucks GM John Horst said the following: he's not cleared to play yet in the game, and we're going to continue to evaluate it. I don't know what the outcome in that world will be, but the only lens has been to make our best professional judgment for him and for us, and it has nothing to do with draft picks, nothing to do with tanking, everything to do with the health of the player. So the Bucks have told investigators that Giannis declined the opportunity to play 3-on-3 scrimmages as a part of his return protocol from his knee injury. Giannis has told the NBA that he's healthy enough to return to action. Regardless, obviously, Mr. B, one of the motivating factors is Giannis' desire to play with his brothers, Alex and Thanasis, who made history as the first trio of brothers to be on the same active NBA roster. I think Alex got his first points recently. You were out heavy in Milwaukee. I was out there a couple weeks ago. Looked at Giannis working out before the game against the Clippers. Looked like he was able, willing, ready to play in that particular game. But Mr. B, what's your reaction to the messy situation going on with Giannis and the Bucks right now?
Both don't want to look like the bad guy, but they both look like the bad guys right now. Because they both can't figure it out. He's healthy. He looked healthy to me when I was out there and he was working out. To me, what they got a game maybe Friday or something. If I'm Giannis, I would want to play with my brothers. I'm sure that would be the last time they'll probably, last home game together. But it's just it's an unfortunate situation because, this should have been done behind closed doors. I think both sides, I think the fans and everybody, they understand, what it is. This is a guy who brought a championship, to the city in 50 years. So, he's done his job. John Horst, John Hammond, who drafted him, he drafted me also. He knew what he was doing. And, Giannis checked off everything that you can think of that as a Milwaukee Buck player. So hopefully they figure it out. If Giannis wants to play and this is somebody that you want to come back, I would let him play. But it's definitely going to have to be some changes being made from top to bottom. So, but that's just between the Milwaukee Bucks in the situation. But it is ugly and it's unfortunate right now.
It's between the who? No, he said it public. It's us. It's everybody.
Couples therapy.
he put everybody.
Now it's publicly. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's unfortunate.
Gilbert?
I love it. I love it.
Why do you love it, Gil?
Because it proves over and over that load management was never part of a player's DNA. It's always been the upper management, and they've been getting called out over and over, but nobody tends to listen. And what Giannis said is he's the only superstar to publicly come out and say something, because he has the advantage right now, because, right? So, listen, it's business. Like, we're looking for ping pong. I don't care what they say, right? The rules change next year. Everything still applies this year. We tank this year. We get one of these nice little phenoms that's coming in. What's the name? We're good. We have something moving forward, right? So I'm not gonna mess that up. Letting you come in here and play, put us in the play-in game. We win the play-in game. Now we in the playoffs. Now we the 8th seed, and now we got the 16th pick with this sorry-ass team. No, that's not what we're gonna do. You're gonna sit over there. You're gonna let the Thanasis and what's the other one?
Alex.
Oh, you got a regular name. Alex. He must be the oldest one.
No, he's the youngest.
He's youngest one?
No, he's the youngest. Yeah, he's the youngest.
Oh, it's Thanasis, Giannis.
They Americanized it.
Then we got Americanized Alex. All right, so I know you want to play with them. Cool, right? But right now,
Alexandros.
oh, okay, there we go. It
is still Greco.
But obviously, this is about the future. You're this far into where you guys are. You might as well just continue to sinking. There's no point of we already halfway. The boat is already halfway to the bottom. There ain't no point in trying to patch it up now. Now, if you want to play there because you want to play with your brother, cool. Come on, let's go. All three of y'all start. Run up and down. Sub. Get him out.
This Friday.
Get him out.
This
y'all.
Friday.
I'm
Bucks home
taking him out.
finale.
Yeah, we could do it this way.
I'm taking him out. I'm gonna play him for one. I'm gonna piss him off. Play him 1 minute. Boop. Sub. Mess your stats up since you want to be out there so much. Mr.
Stats up.
You want to run out there with your mouth. I'm gonna say, it still look bruised. It still look bruised, bone bruised, because it's a bone bruise. That means you can only see if it's healed through MRI. You can't tell me it's fixed. Yeah. MRI said it's still there.
You took my point. I was finna make him up. He can say how he feel all he want. Mm-hmm. Hey, that MRI is saying something different. Hey, you see this spot right here? In the MRI, you see this spot right here?
That they put there.
That spot say you ain't healthy
That
yet.
spot.
Hey, trust me, bone bruise, dog. He can say he feel good all he want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The MRI telling them people that if it's saying he healthy or if it ain't saying, they going with the medical thing, right? Mm-hmm. That's why they use the key word in that. He is not cleared.
It's not cleared.
He didn't want to play 3-on-3.
He didn't want to play, so he is not cleared.
Come run these three.
So we can continue down this path, right? Mm-hmm. They have 31 wins on the season. It's no guarantee of a top 10 pick, right?
They get the lesser of theirs in the Pelicans pick. So Pelicans, we traded that pick to the Hawks for Derek Queen, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
That was a good pick.
So, all right.
So they get the lowest between who?
Potential.
The lowest between that, so that should be top 3, top 5. They should be top 10.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Maybe.
Listen, if you in the top 10 this year, you should get someone good.
Yeah, but you can't be thinking that the same shit gonna happen to the Mavericks last year. You got a half a percent chance, and you get the number 1 pick. You can't rely on that.
Yeah.
Right?
But small market team, they may get a little.
Pelicans get the number 1 pick again. The number 1 pick, they keep it, right?
I think it goes to the Hawks.
It goes to the Hawks.
Yeah.
So either way it goes.
And then the Bucks would keep their pick. Now
Bucks
the Bucks get the number 1 pick. It goes to the Hawks.
So it don't.
So whoever gets the number 1 between the Bucks and the New Orleans, it goes to the Hawks.
Whoever gets the higher pick, that goes to the Hawks, and then the Bucks would get the less favorable of those picks.
So to B's point, right? Everybody look bad in this situation. There's no win in this situation right now, right? Because there's no guarantees. It's not like the NFL. You know where you're going to pick. You lose. You finish certain record. You got 6 wins. You gonna pick 5. You got 4 wins. You gonna pick 2. It ain't like that.
Proper
right?
tanking.
Yeah, you can do that in the NFL, right? This is not that. So it's a nasty divorce going on, right? People slinging mud now, right? Giannis, he feel he needs to defend himself. The Bucks feel they need to defend themselves. So I see a nasty ending coming this summer, right? And that's them parting ways.
But
There's no coming back from it.
But I think it's going. But if it's nasty, it's between them, not the fans. I don't think the fans.
No, fans has nothing. Fans have been
like. I think the fans are happy. Just whatever happens, just happens. Like because the fans. He's already no. Listen, the fans already love Giannis for what he done. Like so it's not that. So they just want him to be happy and whatever it is. Like I don't think the fans would be like, oh man, like he trade. No. The fans ain't gonna be tripping.
No, yeah. I believe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna be tripping.
They're not gonna turn on Giannis.
Not. But
it's like my situation when I left the Nets. Right?
Yeah,
they're not gonna turn on Giannis.
It's not.
It ain't him.
Yeah, it ain't you.
Right?
Yeah.
No, well, we want him. He want his money, but he want to play. He want to. It ain't him.
So if anything get nasty, it's just gonna be between.
The fans are collateral damage
Yeah.
in this now. The Bucks fans are collateral damage in this situation. It's very unfortunate. But yeah, the writing's on the wall, man. It's time for him to move around. It's time for him to find his peace again and go out and do what he loves doing and is competing at a high level. And you know he's going to do that. So yeah, let's just get it done, man. And yeah.
Let's shift over to you, Skip.
Yeah.
This Giannis situation been going on for a while now. Shams dropped an article yesterday detailing
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that we already knew, but essentially that Giannis and his crew behind the scenes
Yeah.
have been saying, look, it's time to move on. Get me out of here. I'll never publicly request a trade or try to embarrass a franchise, but get me out of here. New York
Yep.
Knicks were reportedly his favorite or his preferred destination, only spot he was going to. So when you see this situation going on with Giannis and the Bucks now, and he's made comments all season, even last summer, maybe I'll stay, maybe I'll go, maybe I can go to Denver, maybe I can go here. But what do you make of this messy situation with Giannis?
I read every word of Shams' piece. It was well done. Learned a lot. I'm sure Brandon already knows all of the above or below. It's all of the below, right? This is just what's hard for me to believe, that the Milwaukee Bucks in 5 years have gone from NBA champions to maybe the biggest mess I can remember in the history of the NBA, because it's not a funny mess. It's a sorry, nasty mess, as you just said. It's ugly, personal mess. And it's hard to believe it got to this point, although I'm not trying to put you on the hot seat here, but when Jimmy Haslam gets involved with a team, as he has been with the Cleveland Browns in the National Football League, it turns toward clown show to me, and he's heavily involved in this one. So to your point, Joe, about the offseason, he made it clear, I want to go to the Knicks. And they said, well, give us one more shot. We're gonna send Dame back to Portland, and we're gonna go get Miles Turner, and they did. Okay. And Giannis says, okay, I'll try it. And they immediately fall to 9-13 right out of the gate. And he's like, that's it. And his agent goes to him. His agent also named Alex from Greece.
Alex Soroka?
Yeah. and they just say, okay, that's enough. 9-13, get us out. We want out. And the trade deadline gets closer and closer, and everybody obviously wants Giannis, and the Heat make their best offer, and the Timberwolves and the Golden State Warriors, everybody is clamoring. I think everybody in the league made an offer for Giannis at the trade deadline. And your GM Horst, according to everybody around the league through Shams, he wouldn't return phone calls. It's like the owners are saying, oh, screw him. Just make him wait, make him sweat, because we'll just hang on to his ass for the rest of the year. That's how it came across to me. That we're just going to we'll just make him sweat for the last, whatever it is, 3 months of the season. And they're mathematically eliminated on March 28th. And now, remember, Giannis has been hurt 5 times this year, and I think they're like legit injuries until now. I'm not sure about this one, but the previous 4, he was hurt. I'm pretty sure, because it was his choice to say, I'm hurt, I can't go. And with him on the floor this year, they're 17-19. So they're 2 games under 500 with Giannis playing basketball for them. So everything is wrong about this. And to Brandon's initial point, it's like everybody's the bad guy. It's hard to say, it's his fault. No, it's all their fault, because it got personal. And it got so messy personal that now we get to what's happening. And to your point, he does want to play with his brothers. I get that. And yet there are 2 other things operating here. He's got a Nike deal that pays him off if he plays 41 plus games, and he ain't going to get there.
He did not get
Okay. So that's a big chunk of money that he's not happy about losing. And then finally, it appears to me it got so personal, he actually wants to play to try to win games to damage their ping pong ball chances. Yeah. Like he wants to play to screw them. I'm going to win games and screw these people because they wouldn't let me leave twice in the offseason at the trade deadline. And it's hard to believe. And it feels like Giannis has lost heart. Doc's on his way out, and I love Doc, but man, this team is completely quit just quit on everybody. On
Told
the
him
whole,
to check his resume.
Yeah.
Okay.
But from the beginning, right?
Google him.
When they fired Budenholzer, right?
Yeah.
He always like, what y'all do that for? Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, what y'all do that for?
Yep.
And it's been downhill since.
It has.
It has been a shit show since they
Yeah, by the way,
fired Mike
they've
Budenholzer.
lost in the first round 3 straight years of the playoffs. 3 straight first-round exits, just for the record. I mean, that's how bad.
Giannis has a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
I'm saying
He
he's been
hasn't been hurt. I mean, he hasn't
It's
been
been a lot of changes. Coaches, owners,
Yep.
Peter's
And-
gone.
Yep.
Like
Him being
it's just,
Go ahead.
it's a lot of stuff. I just, the only thing that worries me is just like, with the Bucks is like, they're superstars, that don't come back. And it's just like, I just wonder what really goes on with the big dogs, the Ray Allens, the
Yep.
Kareems, the big O's. And it's just like, like their core superstars, the guys who help the city, like who it is, they don't come back. And it's just kind of like, it's kind of like,
'Cause they're not
like I don't want to see this same situation happen with Giannis, a guy who, what I'm saying, 50 years brought a championship, and now, he's looking at, I don't ever want to come back to the city. It's like, man, you built this. Like this is this is you. Like this whole new arena and everything. And it's just, that's where it's looking
while
like.
You're there, B.
Huh?
It's how you treat it while you're there.
And it's just like, damn, like, I just hope they can figure it out, in a way, because I mean, this guy has a store right across the street from the damn arena. Anytime you
very big
like
store.
go into a very big store, like, it's just like,
You said one thing that they said, Skip said it. You said they're sweating him out. Mm-hmm. What do you think? You're sweating out who?
That's what they think.
Every team wants him. Mm-hmm. There's no sweat on him.
Okay,
The problem becomes you guys, because I don't think you're understanding how chess plays. You're going to get your best options now before trade. Everyone's dumb.
Agreed.
Everyone's trying to win.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you here. Go. You three go. Right? They don't know what they're giving up. They're not thinking. They're giving you the best options.
Okay.
So you say, we don't want none of those. We're gonna wait till the summer. Oh, now you have to be a genius in negotiation, because I have all the summer. I get to sit back, relax. I get to really look.
That's true.
I get to really look at what
your
you're
book,
putting. Yeah, I get to look and see what I want now. Now, I was about to, I almost gave you these 2 pieces. Now we're going to take that off the table. Because now you have to get rid of them. Now we're going to play, all of us are going to play the waiting game on you. You was playing it on Giannis. We're going to play it on you because we don't have to give you nothing.
Okay, but they didn't want Giannis to go somewhere this June and win a championship to spite them, right?
What?
To make them look
I'm sorry.
bad.
What the hell that got to do with y'all? If he goes and win a championship, he's that good. It doesn't matter. How does that help you? You still got to think about you. It's your team moving forward. It's my organization. I don't care if you go win a championship. Did I get back pieces for me to build my team?
Like Oklahoma
Because
City.
obviously, if you're that good, you won one here. So if you go team up with another superstar, I'm pretty sure you're going to win another championship. So how does that affect me and it's an ego play.
Personal.
It's like the PG thing with Oklahoma City
Yep.
going to the Clippers with
Yep.
Shea and all. Like, it's like that, right? It's all right.
yeah, but why does it get to that? Like why does it
Ego.
have to even get to that?
Ego.
I mean,
Ego.
I know, but why we just can't be like, yo, listen, man, you did what you did for here. Yo, I thank everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Let's just go our way. Like, because at the end of the day, they all won.
Because as I mentioned,
Like both won.
But it
Like
ain't the same
they got
people
the
that
championship
drafted
for the
it, though.
city, right? They got
did.
the
Same
arena.
listen, it ain't the same owners or the same people that drafted it.
So part
they
of
don't have
part
to-
of
they-
It's
they're
not
not
the
invest-
same people.
they're not
right?
invested in it.
So they're not invested at
They
all.
didn't build
don't
that
care.
championship. They
They
come
don't
into
care.
it.
Yeah, but why would I invest in something and not like be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm investing to the whole history, everything.
No, they're
like,
not.
like from the jump.
No,
Like
they're
if
not.
I'm buying
This is
a
a toy for them.
You know,
This is
I know, but if I'm
this is
buying
a
a team,
shiny
right? If
new
I'm buying
toy.
a team, I want
Yeah.
the whole history. Like,
But you're not buying history unless you're buying the Lakers, the Cowboys, the Yankees, the Red Sox, or the Patriots.
every NBA team is
Right?
When
You're not buying history unless you're buying that. Bro, they got 2 championships in their existence, right?
Yeah.
You're not buying that. It's a shiny new toy. You got a brand new Bugatti, right? And I'm a street racer. I'm not a collector. I'm a motherfucking drag. I'm fast and furious out this bitch. This is what they doing now. This is play shit for them. This ain't. If the people that drafted Giannis and had the team that owned the team when Giannis was, now this shit would be handled way different. Those people will respect his wishes. Listen, you know what, man? You've done so much for us, man. You brought us a championship, did this. We're going to make sure you go land on your feet here. It ain't that, unfortunately. For the people in Milwaukee and for the fans, it ain't that, unfortunately.
Let me play devil's advocate here just because it seems like everything is put on the Bucks, but Giannis had to have some understanding and knowledge of the moves that were being made.
But
He was cool with Budenholzer getting booted.
Listen.
You don't.
He wanted Dame.
Listen, if you have a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your job is your job, right? You're supposed to be scout and talent. I have an opinion. We played basketball in the summer together. We work well together. I would like him on the team, right? You're supposed to still do your research on if we actually fit in the NBA game with the NBA coaches' plays. Because the plays we did at the LA Fitness all summer, that ain't part of our playbook. But I do like him, we cool, right? That's my opinion. Now you have to do your job to see if it all matches up. That's so you telling me come get MJ. You telling me come get Dame and all that. We don't know. Right? You know what I mean? We don't know what it's gonna look like until you put it on the court. Right? That's how that works.
Yeah, but we still got a top 75. Still got a top 75 dude to come though.
But just like Dallas and Luka, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was easy for that owner to get rid of him. I don't know him. I have no relationship with him. We never had lunch or dinner or none of this. All I know is he's the hot shot. He's talking back to me. I don't like him. Get him out of here.
All I heard, don't play defense. He's fat. He this. He that. He asshole.
But you know who his guy is?
Right.
Cooper Flagg. I drafted him. That's my guy. Right, so that's how that works. When you come into something, you're bringing your own people in. You don't give a fuck about the other people. I don't have no history with them. Right, so you're like, okay, yeah, y'all built a little shit here, cool. Let me get rid of them. Let me put my 2 cents on it, and we're gonna see what I can do.
Yeah, just like you can go to new teams and they can vouch for certain coaches. And hey, man, this guy's a lifer. He's here. Hey, he's not my guy.
Yeah,
right.
He's not my guy.
He's not my. He's not my guy. Right. It's just like kids coming in, the transfer portal and all that. Hey, I ain't recruit you.
Yeah, but
right. I ain't recruit you, so you feel free to. Hey, you can feel free to follow him.
Follow your coach.
Or heard that I didn't recruit you, so it's unfortunate. But
I'm gonna go get my guy.
Right?
For real, I'm gonna go get my guy.
Dillon with his son and the quarterback, right? Oh, they had a quarterback in Colorado when Dillon took the job. You know what he told him? Hey, I'm bringing my Louis with me.
You got Louis,
right? I got Louis luggage. I'm bringing my Louis with me.
Yep.
And that Louis was number 2 and he played quarterback. Yep. So hey, you're nice. You've been here.
Hit that portal.
I'm gonna need you to get in that P, baby.
Quickly.
Right now.
Yeah. You ain't did it yet.
Them spots is getting filled up. I'll let you know. But
so no, it's that, man. It's unfortunate, but we are here.
So let's talk about now the future, what the future holds for both sides. Obviously, like I said, Giannis' comments have been very pointed at the Bucks for the bulk of this season.
Say it.
What?
Say it.
No, Lakers, no.
Say it.
There's
Say it.
Lakers.
Say it. Speak it.
Talk it. Gilbert.
Where he going? Right?
Well, that's not the conversation we need to have. So, like Skip, like you mentioned,
Sacramento.
In Sean. So Sean's article, Bucks had the opportunity to move Giannis before the deadline. Seriously considered a trade with the Heat, which would have centered on Tyler Hero, I believe is from Milwaukee, Khalil Ware, other players, multiple draft picks, pick swaps. Seems like a very good offer. Ownership believed the best move would be to hold on to Giannis to receive better offers in the summer. Gil, like you pointed out, not making that move at the deadline. They want to hold him. He's eligible for an extension in October, which will give a lot more insight into what he wants to do. But
there's only a few teams that will have supermax money.
Do you know any of those teams off the top of your head?
One is the Lakers.
The
Lakers, okay.
Yeah, we got supermax money because one, LeBron's supermax is coming off, and Luka never signed a supermax to replace LeBron.
And if you got to pick between Giannis and AR, I think you pick Giannis.
Yeah, you very well may be able to have both.
I'm to pick Giannis. He's going to be in the supermax, and then, hey, LeBron, if you want to come back.
So AR is gone. AR is gone? Is LeBron gone?
So
I think Brown took a pay.
no. So this is how it works. So it's like kind of like think about like Golden State, right? When Curry signed that $64 million deal, right? Then you had, which is your best player, but because of his ankles, they got him to sign this deal before. I think he signed in October, before that season started with the healthy ankle.
4 for 44, something
Right?
like that.
So he signed that deal. Then Steph becomes Steph and Golden State becomes Golden State. KD's up. They have no max player under contract. So they're the only ones that can actually go out there and give him that money, right? Without doing anything to their team. So here you have $50 million a year coming off with LeBron, right?
6.
And
56.
56. Then with Luka getting traded, not hitting the super max, he don't replace LeBron with the 50, right? So he falls under like option 2. So he's like Jaylen Brown with no Tatum money, right? So now
Brown
we
signed
have
Supermax already.
Huh?
Brown and Tatum both are Supermax unless I'm tripping, right?
No, he's like Brown is like a little bit under.
I thought they were
Signed for 300.
I thought they went
Yeah.
back to back.
Brown signed his first. It was 300.
300, and then Tatum did what?
Supermax, but it was the next year, so the bread went up.
Yeah, so when you look at AR, you're like, oh wait, hold on, I got AR money and LeBron's money free. I can give LeBron's money
Yeah.
to Giannis. Then I can say, hey, Bron, look, we got Giannis and Luka. We want you as the third option. You want to take this AR 20, 30 million a year? And I can then now have all three of them with the same money.
LeBron comes off the books. I think AR has like a $27, $28 million cap hold on him right now. So if you take those two numbers out, but now what do you?
So that's $78 million a year.
But what do you trade to the Bucks to get Giannis?
Bro, I got Bronny Jr., right? He gonna get the jerseys in there, right? I got, okay, one thing, we don't really have no real good assets unless they want to take Rui.
You got a few pieces.
They got it all depends on what they're doing.
What they trying to. It depends on what the Milwaukee Bucks trying to.
James.
Like, what are you trying to do in reality?
Well, Giannis can force the Bucks' hand though,
You
be
can
like,
send
look,
DeAndre Ayton over there.
I'm opting out next year. You keep me on this team. I'm not gonna sign an extension with any other team you trade me to.
Hey.
But now,
You know what I would do if I'm the owner? Do it.
Call it bluff.
Do it. Like, I never understand sign and trades. I've never understood. Like, as the player, sign and trade me. Right? Give me your max money and trade me to the destination I want. That's us. As the organization, you really believe that I get 6-year, 127 here, and I'm gonna go 5-year, 95 there? You really think I'm that dumb? No. I will let you walk. Go out there and sign it, big man. Right? If you want to go there, it's gonna cost you 30, 40 million. And owners never did that. Owners always did the sign and trade because they want pieces back. And it's like when LeBron and Bosh did their deal, I would have said, all right, both of y'all go. Let me see it. Let me see y'all both take 85 million each. Yeah, you're not doing that. I'm not gonna sign you to my max to then, trade you to get some pieces back.
but is that bad business for an organization then? Because now other people are looking at that. It's like, why do I want to come play here and get did like?
You're like, well, you left.
Okay.
You left. Right? You opted out. You opted out. You was free to go do whatever you wanted to do. So it's part of the game. But you're giving the player everything he wants if you're going to sign and trade him because you're scared to just lose him for nothing.
Skip, what you think?
Okay, so you can afford to pay Giannis, but you can't pay for Giannis because you don't have enough to pay for him, as in assets, as in draft picks that would be the kind that Milwaukee would say yes to.
Yeah, we the opposite of Draymond Green in that skit. We got $100 million cash. We don't need the assets. We got it liquid. Oh, y'all didn't see it?
I did watch AD's show.
Who got $100 million liquid? We do, because we can pay him cash. We don't got no assets to give him.
Yeah.
Right? It's one of those things where it's like if we got to trade pieces, Do you really you can pick? You can pick. I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, it's not what you want over here. I don't know if I got anything that excites you over here.
Right? You got to bring in another team,
huh?
Gotta bring in another team.
Yeah, unless we bring in a team and it's.
Because Milwaukee not finna
Yeah, 'cause this damn show
Milwaukee
take your
ain't just
pick over
getting
there.
like anything. Like they gonna get something.
But
back.
the problem is, there's only a few. There's only a
You
few
think so?
teams.
They don't know what they're doing.
I mean, so okay. So when you said
If they knew what they're doing, they wouldn't handle this situation this way.
So you said it's 3 teams, right? That I mean, it's only a couple teams that got the Supermax. Lakers. Who else? Knicks.
No.
Who?
No. Yes.
Brooklyn?
Because Brunson gave them a friendly deal. Philly too.
You just come off.
Okay.
You can come
Okay,
off.
listen,
the cap.
okay.
Philly took a lot of with Embiid's new contract.
What, the 180?
Yeah, he didn't
3
sign the
for
Supermax.
180?
Yeah, he signed under the Supermax.
But it was an extension on that.
Yeah. Was it?
So let me.
Yeah, he signed for 180. It was 3 for 180, so it took yeah.
So let me
Right?
look briefly, just a brief surveying
It was
of
3 for
hoops hype.
180.
So Clippers would have the bread.
Okay.
Brooklyn, Washington.
Yeah, those don't.
I think Hawks potentially.
Hawks.
Bulls.
Bulls. You said Bulls.
Yeah, Nets.
Yeah,
Potentially Grizzlies, Jazz.
Okay. Bulls.
Brooklyn.
Pistons, potentially.
He's going right down the street.
Chicago.
He's going right down the street. Because what I do know about Giannis, and he sees it, he's very in tune with how everything works. Nike contract, Disney. He knows his brand in a big market is booming business. He knows that shoe contract.
Chicago
he
for
knows
sure with them colors.
So he's gonna want to land in LA, New York, or Chicago for sure.
Not Brooklyn.
No, Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Are you
But
sure
Chicago
you
with
would
those
get,
colors though.
I dig it.
Are you sure you would get MVP Giannis at age 31 after 13 NBA years and 3 or 4 other pro years before that? You sure you're going to get him? He hadn't won an MVP since 2020, so it's been 6 years. You sure you're going to get the Finals MVP in 21? Will he be that guy for you immediately?
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe so.
Motivation.
14th NBA season.
Motivation.
Yeah.
Like,
I believe-
he cut
I believe
from a
so.
different cloth. But I also say this. We've said on this couch, he has to change the way he plays or he's going to continually get hurt. Right?
True. Fact.
He will continuously have the bump knees, the roll ankles. That will continue to happen if he doesn't change
Agreed.
how he plays
Yep.
to a half-court, more
Man, he's been hurt a
controlled
lot.
environment, right?
That's why we're saying like he got to change his game because if you get that jump shot or whatever, it's just something easier.
Around the
you
block.
ain't got to
Just
do
put him
all
on the
that.
block, man.
Yeah.
Like post up, put him on the block,
Yeah.
man. He's too gifted, man. Too
13
strong,
seasons.
too athletic.
Look, I don't know what MVP or Finals MVP, what he was doing, but these last 6 years for him to lose it, we know who he's losing it to. We know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind taking this 30 and 11 every year he bring in. I don't mind that. I'll take that if he brings. If he
60
brings
from the field,
if he brings
260
this,
from the
I'm
field.
be happy with it. Right? It don't have to be MVP, but if it's
Do you
30 and 11.
right,
do you think he'll have less injuries if he plays with another superstar?
Yes.
It doesn't have to do as much as he has to do now. So maybe he won't have to change as much. Just
But you think he'd be
having
willing to
somebody
do
else
that?
like
He
you know.
doesn't have a choice. He won't have a choice, I don't think.
it depends on who he's
Giannis.
It depends on the start. It depends on how the other person plays.
With the Lakers.
Huh?
Luka.
with Luka.
Does he have to change his game?
With Luka,
No. With
he
him,
don't have to change his game,
Because-
but he might benefit for having Luka on his team because Luka gets hit and gets fouled, and that will save him from getting hit and fouled. Right? People don't understand that is a very important thing. Right? Like, let's say I have somebody like Brunson, right? For Brunson to really be dangerous, that penalty has to take effect too. But I don't want him to get hit 7 times to then get to the penalty. So I would need someone to take off the hits night after night after night. So I need another crash dummy that can take. You're gonna take it like having a Corey Maggette on your team, right?
Oh my God.
Right?
Oh my, you gonna
Elton
live?
What's his number?
Elton Brandon's sitting there like, yeah, all right, yeah, go ahead, get them hits. Now give me the ball. Now you have to play me straight up, or I'm gonna shoot free throws, right? And I don't think people really calculate that into someone's game. And if Giannis can get with someone else who's gonna take hits away from him, he's gonna last longer. Because now I can sit here and do all this. You foul me, I get to walk to the free throw line.
Get the play back.
But that's why LeBron James gets to sit at the three-point line, and he don't have to do no heavy lifting. And then once they get in the penalty, that's when he becomes the train. I'm just gonna come in. I'm gonna do all that.
So if he goes to Chicago,
He got to do all that.
Same boat.
Same
He'll
boat.
have to average 33 next year.
okay.
33.
He'll be back in the MVP conversation. He go there because he has to average 33 and 14.
Knicks?
And as much as
What about the Knicks?
Knicks for Cat, I mean, it's
it
been
depends on
discussed.
if they keep for Cat.
You got to go somewhere they got pieces in place, man.
No,
if
because-
he's trying to
Okay.
compete and win
Okay.
and be able to do less,
shooters.
he needs shooters and better pieces around him, right? And where that will be, we don't know because I think some things are going to change this summer with all the movement and all
Right,
the tanking
right.
and the draft picks and
He's
people
also-
trying to go get top fives because they think they're going to be able to get AJ or it's you don't know right now on what it's going to look like in free agency, but
So this summer is all about Giannis. Like
For the Bucks.
every summer is somebody, right? Every summer it's that where they're going. Is it Giannis this summer? Is it all the pitches on Giannis?
No,
right?
no.
Yeah.
especially now.
What's so funny is July 1st, everything's gonna be frozen for a little bit.
Okay. So
Right,
everybody's
you know what
gonna
I
be
mean?
waiting to see.
Because
what
everybody's
Giannis-
gonna, I need my
Okay.
cap space. I need to, just in case I need to make some moves.
Okay. All right, Giannis.
Whoever's gonna trade for Giannis, if you don't have the pieces, there's only one team that has a bunch of potential players that are usable, that are agile. That is Houston. Houston has a jam log in the same type of position, which is 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, whatever this 6'9" to 6'11" is of these athletes that I
Go
got.
ahead, what you thinking?
No,
what you
go
think?
ahead, no, go ahead,
Go ahead, what you thinking? Let me hear it.
No, nothing.
No, what I'm saying
I'm
is-
just. Go ahead.
So
You got it.
So when I'm making, if I'm the Lakers and I'm trying to make a trade, I want to add Houston into it, where I can use some of that talent, mix it in, and say, here you go, because they have a bunch of 6'11", 6'10" type of guys that are wing players that I'm gonna need to run up and down, right?
Houston.
I need to draft my guard. I need to I need to, whatever these guards, the DPs, the A-Cubs, and Mikhail, I'm trying to get one of them. If I can get one of them as my guard, and then I can get Jabari Smith or whatever that's jumping out the gym a little bit, cool. I'm good on that.
Hey.
So that's the only way. Like, there's only a few teams that are stuck. They've been having a lot of raw pieces for damn near like 6 years now, trying to figure out, what they got over there. They keeping some jumpers, I can tell you that.
What was you thinking?
They get athletes.
Oh no, would you trade LP for Giannis if you're Houston? Would you throw LP in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right.
Yeah,
I would as well. I would as well. I'm just
I wouldn't.
yeah. I'm just
And one of my kids. Which one you want? Shit.
Thompson and LP.
The reason
What's your pick?
I will lean with yes, because I will be scared to have Giannis and Amen on the court at the same time. Like I better have nothing but shooters at that point. So if they ask for him, it'd probably take me 48 hours to think about it, but I would probably lean yes, not wanting to do it, but I'm gonna take the chance to have KD and Giannis.
And you can get a guard.
And then I can
You
go
get a
find
guard-
somebody.
Yeah, we get it.
I wouldn't be happy with getting rid of Amen because
But-
it's just
Time to
something he
market.
brings that it's just different. Like we seen a play where he dove to the basket, then at the free throw line he just jumped off the wrong leg and you can't mimic that. Like I can sit with him all summer, get him a jump shot.
Yeah.
I can't get
can't
someone who
teach
can
that.
fly just off off any leg.
Instinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I'm coaching this summer, if I'm in the coach this summer, it's like, hey, listen, what I need you to do is this summer, we're gonna go 300 makes a day, twice a day, first 30, 40 days into this offseason. One thing I need you to do to take the next level to superstardom is I need you to have a jump shot. Because if you have a jump shot and they have to guard you out here, there's no one that's gonna stop you there. But if half the defense is already sitting at the free throw line and you still jumping over them, wait till they have to guard you at the three-point line or half court.
Yeah.
So I would spend all summer trying to get 70,000 to 100,000 shots in that arm. Yeah, I don't care about no arms, tendonitis, none of that. You're gonna get a jump shot, goddammit.
Yeah, don't touch the rim, bro.
You're gonna get a jump shot. That's the one thing you're gonna get.
Hey, before my senior year in Cincinnati, bro, like, hey, I don't think I dunked the basketball one time.
That's what you do. You're gonna be on the rim all season.
Hey, I didn't touch the rim, right? What I need to do that for, I do that well, right? But I need to work on this. So to you young fella, hey, lock in that gym, brother.
Lock in. Like I seen Jason Richardson, like go from a guy everybody sitting in the lane, and he about to tomahawk double dunk on us, and then he sat on the shooting machine all summer long
What it takes.
to then become a 3-point threat. Now you got to guard him out here. Now he's backdooring, double pumping on you.
Man, after 13 years, you think all of a sudden you just flip the switch and you got a jump shot?
Who, for Giannis?
No,
I'm talking about
Thompson.
Amen.
Amen. Okay.
Rondo, J Kid.
No,
later
It was long. It was over
shooting
like
the three.
J.K. was over long.
It was a long.
It took a long time.
It was a lot of reps, bro.
I mean, but I'm just saying,
Listen to
like,
all that,
I mean,
man.
for the
Ace-
finals, I mean, she was not getting. I know that they was. I mean, I'm just saying. So,
But it wasn't like like you got to do that. You're so listen. You look at his stats. I've been top 3 MVP. It's more ego than anything. I've been top 3 the last 7 years. I'm one of the best players in the world doing this.
but also,
Right,
the best player-
you know what I mean?
the best players get
30
better
this
though.
way.
Like, I don't-
31,
like,
30.
You know what I mean? And but me sitting in the gym just shooting random jump shots, like, you know what I mean? I mean, dialing it in like that. You have to do that early in your career.
Yeah.
So you don't think he can do it now?
He can. He needs to.
He needs to the last longer.
He needs to.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's
he's
the
gonna-
part of getting better. Like everybody, I feel like if you're great, even the great ones, Kobe Bryant, like
I
they
think-
still got
I think a
LeBron, they
post-game.
still got
I just
better.
think-
Like Michael Jordan, they still got better. Like you
So
still
just take-
took it to the next level. Like you wasn't, as much as your ego is what it is, you still was like, yo, I gotta get better. Mike came back, everybody.
Just say if it's not the jump shot, though, right?
Okay.
A post game, right?
Free throws.
Free throws in a post game, right?
It changes.
That changes. If it's not the jump shot, get on that block, man. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it until he fucking does it, right? Because I believe that he could be dominant on that block.
Jokic. You know what I mean? It's Jokic shows
Right?
us.
It show, like, if you will get your ass on that block and don't deviate from it, man, these guys, they don't know how to play post defense these days. He will get every shot he wants in the half court if he just...
2 moves.
Hey,
Catch it.
Because what you don't
Turn,
want to do,
the sweep through, dunk.
I mean,
Turn, sweep through, they cut it off, spin, dunk.
Then come back, you can have
This is my
spin,
thing.
jump hook. Hey, half spin,
like,
boom, boom, half
you don't
spin,
want to
jump
go
hook.
to like the Lakers, right, and play with Luka, and now you're the number 2 option.
But your number two, your number 2 option still might be 31 and 12.
Yeah, but you're
He rolling in a lob threat.
Yeah, but you just said like ego, right? I've been the MVP. I've been the MVP twice. I've been Finals MVP, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, that was then. But okay, if your ego is still, I don't want to get better. I don't work on this. Then you're going to come to this team and be the second option.
But that's not,
And then how's your
that's
ego
not-
going to hit?
But your second
With
option.
them
But I've been number 1 doing this my whole
let me ask you a
time,
question.
right? Like you don't want to be
Do you think it's going to be a 1 and a 2 with them? If that happens, you think it's going to be 1-2? I don't think it's going to be 1-2. Luka just got the ball. I don't think it's 1-2 in that situation.
in that finals,
I think it's 1A and 1B.
I mean, in that finals going to count.
1A and 1B.
No, it's
That's
going to be the
gonna go to
Kobe
Luka.
Bryant and Shaq situation.
1A, 1B.
Yeah.
So who's willing? I mean,
But we already know.
You can have 45 one night and I can have 38. Or the night you can have 35 and I can have 32. It doesn't.
Luka's going to win the MVP. The reason Luka's going to win the MVP is because what Giannis don't do that Luka does very well is he's the one that's going to be passing the ball. So you might have 40. That's 12, 14 assists giving it to you. Plus, I'm going to have my 30-something points anyway. And I'm going to have my 8, 9 rebounds. You know what I mean? So that's how it's going to look.
Them two in the pick and roll?
No, I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm just saying, at the end of your career, you know how we always talk about, you know how we brought up the Kobe in his first couple years, he was number 2, and then,
what DeAndre Ayton won't do?
That's because that's the beginning of but they've already had their career first.
Okay.
Right? Remember, Kobe was getting stunted.
Okay.
He was getting stunted, and he's like, no, y'all, well, hold on, no, I'm dangerous. What are y'all talking about, Scottie Pippen? Scottie Pippen ain't averaging 28. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what it was.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because remember, when they started using that, who he was playing in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen. Oh, they look like they playing it, you know, and that's what they were doing then. So he had to branch off, just like Kyrie had to branch off. Giannis is like, I did it by myself, right? Now I want to win 3, 4 more. How we gonna do this?
Different. And I think him and Luke in that pick and roll is dangerous. He a lob threat, steal. He do all the stuff that DeAndre Ayton won't do. Roll all the way to the rim. Like it's like stand in the goddamn pocket, like throw it to me now, damn it.
I wish I had a dunker when I played, boy. He probably wouldn't have got the ball because I didn't know how to throw lobs. But the fact that he's doing that and the defense is adjusting, more shooting for me.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving to our final topic of the day.
Oh, shit.
Talk about the younger generation. So entering Friday, Knippel was the betting favorite to win Rookie of the Year over his former college teammate and roommate Cooper Flagg. But Flagg came through with a historic weekend to flip the odds back in his favor. Let's take a look at some of the highlights, if we can, please. So started Friday night. Flagg put up a career-high 51 points on the Magic, becoming the first teenager in NBA history to drop a 50-piece in just the 9th rookie ever to accomplish the feat. Also the first since our very own Mr. B, who had 55 3/4 against the Warriors back in 2009. He also passed you as the youngest player in NBA history to drop a 50.
You only played 3/4?
Yeah.
He played 4 quarters, but
okay.
I think he didn't score in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so you got shut down in the first quarter?
No, it just,
I went 0 for 5 in the first quarter,
Getting
dog,
his
and I
rhythm.
scored 55. Jesus.
Getting his rhythm.
So you scored 55 in the game, not 3/4.
Second through fourth quarter.
No, 3/4 means you only played 3/4.
Okay. Technically, yeah. Scott Scout says, just get you ain't
He was just out there the first.
He's just first out there?
just running around, just throwing us.
51 against the Magic. He was 19 for 30 from the field, 6 for 9 from 3 in the game. Followed that up with 45 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds on 14 of 27 shooting against the Los Angeles Lakers. Flagg and Bron became the first team and player over 40 years old to both score 20 or more points in a game, with both players doing that in the first half. Flagg is the first rookie since Allen Iverson with 40-plus points in back-to-back games. So his 96 points in a 2-game span is the second most by a rookie in league history behind Wilt. He has 4 40-point games this season. No rookie had a 40-point game until Jeremiah Fears did that with his 40-piece, I think, Tuesday night. So after the win over the Lakers, Flagg was asked what statement he made over the weekend in the Rookie of the Year race.
I think it's definitely some sort of statement. But it just goes back to what I said. I'm confident in myself, and I know what I'm capable of, and I'll just let the rest of the stuff figure itself out.
The main event, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So Flagg followed up his big scoring weekend with 25 points, 9 rebounds in the loss of the Clippers Tuesday. Now let's take a look at the updated Rookie of the Year prediction odds over on Underdog, if we can, please. Flagg, I believe 71%. You see how it was trending previously. Knippel dropped down to 33%.
Mm-hmm. This dude leading the league threes made, man. It's a tough race.
Well, the human race.
I think it should be. I just go back to it's a business, but go one each conference, man. Just go one each conference, man.
But Skip, we'll start with you. I see you wearing the Dallas Cowboys hat.
Yeah.
This is Dallas-related topic. Did Cooper Flagg lock up the Rookie of the Year this weekend?
Yeah, he did for the wrong reasons. And I still think Knippel should be the Rookie of the Year. Look, is Cooper Flagg a better player than Knippel will ever be? Yes. But who had the more valuable rookie year, to your point I think you were about to make? Con Knipple did. Leading the league in threes made, 43% from three. And he's not the best player on Charlotte's team, but he's the catalyst because he's doing things nobody thought he could do this quickly. He's the 4th overall pick, and I just shrugged when they picked him like, come on, seriously? But I've been watching this team because I have to watch this team because since late January, they've been the 2nd hottest team in basketball and the biggest surprise in the NBA since January. They have caught real live fire, albeit in the Eastern Conference. And Con's averaging 19 a game to Cooper's 21, so it's 21-19. But speaking of three-point shooting, Cooper Flagg is dead last in the NBA in three-point shooting. So I got to factor that in. But beyond that, I got to factor in that when he exploded against your Lakers last, Sunday, that was the first game they had won in 15 games at home. They had lost 14 straight at home. And now Dallas has lost 28 of its last 34 games, 28 of its last 34. So one team is crazy hot, and one team is just playing it out with Najee Marshall as their second best scorer. And all I know is Con Knipple was the favorite until 3 games ago. And 3 games ago, Cooper Flagg was averaging 15 shots a game. And in the last 3, he has taken 30 shots, 27 shots, and 25 shots. So all of a sudden, with nothing to play for except garbage time points, he is just garbaged out. And he's really good. But we knew he was really good. Or at least I think I knew he was really good. He just is. He can do all that. And he exploded for all these points late and stole MVP. And I'm sure he's going to win it now because the public loves to see 51s and 45s and 30s and wow, oh, okay. But Con Knipple has shown you he's a basketball player who does a lot of little big things for Charlotte. And he's not just a catch and shoot three-point shooter. He can create his own shot. And he can make mid-range jump shots. He's really good. And he helped solidify and make a team that obviously is focused around LaMelo and Brandon Miller and Bridges. And they're really good. And they're going to get a whole lot better fast. And they're going to be a problem for somebody in the postseason, in large part because Con Knipple is playing way beyond his years as a rookie. So in impact, he deserves Rookie of the Year. And Cooper Flagg has been really good, but only great late when it didn't really matter.
Shifter, do you agree, disagree?
Okay. Stats is one thing, and then reality is the other. One is a third, fourth option on his team, right? Fourth, which means no one's paying attention to you, no one's guarding you, right? So your shots are very high volume shots. So you should shoot 40-something%. Can you play that video again? This is the difference between number 2 and number 1. Number 1, the reason his shooting is going to be off because he has to, this is what he has to do. He is the LaMelo Ball on the team. He has to create everything. He has to drive. He has to create the offense. He is being guarded. When you're going against Dallas, you're trying to guard this.
Okay, but everybody beats that.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I can beat it now because they're not young. They're still young, but these are the plays I have to make.
No, I got
if you just set Cooper Flagg in the corner to shoot jumpers, he's going to be a great three-point shooter. But he has to do step back, coming off the pick and roll while somebody's guarding him. That's the difference between his shooting percentage and Knipple's.
Well,
right?
He missed a lot of open threes.
Yeah, but he is the number one. He's bringing it. This is what he is doing. This is his game, right? Versus option 4, right? He's going to have 3 or 4 people loading up on him, and he has to make moves like that. So when you're talking about impact, his impact is a lot different because he's the star player that someone's trying to guard. when it comes to just the business of basketball, it doesn't look like the future is heading the right way if you give it to a fourth option player.
That's true. No, I got, and
Right.
clearly Cooper is
Yeah.
he's just better.
Mm-hmm.
He's better, but he hadn't had a better year. He hasn't had more value than Con Knipple has had for the team.
But the value is coming from who road was harder. That is the road is these roads are very different. One is smooth sailing. Just hit the open shots when you don't have to worry about the double team. We got that under control. When the other one is being doubled and triple teamed because he is only the best player on the team. So the roads are very different, right? They're playing a very different battle of games, right? If you're saying is Knipple important to that team? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
If this is what you're doing as a fourth option, hell yes.
Okay.
Now, if Knipple had his own team,
Mm-hmm.
will he be great? I think so. I seen him in college.
Yeah.
I thought, to be honest, I went to the Arizona. I thought he was more aggressive than Cooper Flagg was.
Wow.
Like it took me a while to really see what Cooper actually did.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, he plays hard. Is he just a catch and shoot? Is he what does he do? Knipple always got it. He started doing his own thing. So I know he has it in him, but he didn't have to display it this year.
Okay.
Right? So I'm gonna always go with the guy who road was a little harder and by far.
Okay. Okay, but just 3 games ago, Con was the favorite until Cooper took 30 shots a game for 3 straight games. That's what happened. Okay.
Yeah, just like Wemby was the favorite. I'm just throwing shit out here.
Con was the betting odds favorite.
Yeah,
Vegas where the money's really at.
I'm just-
not the rookie ladder in the.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out here to make y'all jump at it. I know who I'm giving my trophy to. I'm sorry, I know who the trophy's going to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where as a product, it looks a lot better if Cooper Flagg won.
It does. I
Versus
agree.
someone who's not the star of the team
True.
right now.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, for me, man, I want to shout out, first of all, Cooper Flagg breaking the record, youngest ever. I've always been a fan of him since he was at Curry Camp in high school, but also just him coming into the league, being able to play for a point guard like Jason Kidd, right? You're playing for a top 5 point guard who has the craziest mind, insane mind of basketball IQ I've ever been around, and the fact that your first year is with him and you can have the freedom to be able to, make mistakes and do whatever you want. And I'm just happy for him. I mean, I got my New Balances on. These are New Balances.
Did you rock your New Balances the day for Cooper Flagg?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I knew we were going to talk about the Cooper Flagg, and I wanted to give him a shout out for breaking the record.
So no animosity for him bumping you out as the youngest player to drop.
No, not at all.
You're second youngest.
Yeah, I'm the second, but he also, but also who he's around though too. Like Jason Kidd knows everything that's going around. Like he know who he has. Like he put him at the one position. At first it was, it was hard for him. It was a little adversity, but it's going to help him down the line. I mean, you saw what happened with Giannis. Like with him, now he's taking the ball, and all it's going to do is help this kid. This kid is going to be on the Olympic team in 2028. I feel.
In Los Angeles.
Yeah, in Los Angeles. I just feel like just off this 50-point game and what he's going to be able to keep doing, he's definitely going to be on the team. And sky's just the limit for him.
Wait, what was the record?
So Brandon James is the youngest player in NBA history to drop 50 points in a game.
But he didn't drop it. He dropped 55.
50 plus points.
See, you watered down.
You are still
No, you good. Don't water down. Don't water down the 5 points, man. You gotta do that. They watered down. It was the youngest to have 55 points.
So, Mr. B, you are still the youngest player in NBA history.
I am still the youngest,
to drop
but he is the
55
youngest
plus
to
points.
drop 50.
He's the youngest.
So, different award.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I like it. I like it.
They created an award for it.
Look,
Hey, chat, please stop saying this is like Melo. Stop. Melo was the star of his team. He was the number 1 option of his team. All right? Melo had them in the playoffs. LaMelo and the others have them in the playoffs. You see how you say they are playing very well.
Actually, they have to play in.
Huh?
Yeah, but ninth place right now.
But I'm not finna. No. They've been the hottest fish grease, and they still in the goddamn play-in game, man.
But like, I don't want you to compare these.
Oh, we not.
You know what I mean? I don't like
they
people
not. We not.
comparing. Like,
They not.
Melo was the main guy on
Yes.
the team, being doubled and tripled.
Carmelo Anthony
Yes.
was the main guy.
This is not the main guy. He
Well,
is the fourth option on the team.
Yes.
He's doing his part
Yes.
to help them win games.
He is open.
He's not the reason that they're winning games.
He is open as much as he is because he's taking the fourth most shots on the team.
He's Rui for the Lakers.
So
He's Rui. Hit your shots.
you have
Thank
other
you.
guys, that,
Appreciate you.
but they have
Not the reason we're gonna win.
Well, but
Still in the plane, though, King.
you're still in the play.
As you've pointed out.
Yeah, I told you what spot to get. You want me to give him credit? Get the guaranteed play 6. Still got to play in. Like got a chance to get in.
I want them to
get to 8.
I want them to
I
take it.
want them to get to 8. I do. I want them to finish 8 so they can play Detroit in the first round. I want to see that shit.
There's a potential.
I want to see them play in the first round. I'm saying,
that.
but right
I like
now,
That might be the only exciting first round.
I want them to play. So,
Because I don't have
but
a lot of first round.
I don't like.
exciting
I don't
matchups.
me
want
neither,
that
but
style.
I
man.
do.
But they have the potential to jump up as high
don't
as
want that.
sixth,
Like,
fifth,
cool.
sixth, seventh.
Let them. I hope.
Listen, Charlotte don't want to see Boston. They better.
I hope they get as
Jalen Brown said he sees a
Charlotte better
young
watch
Celtics
out. They
team in
do
this
not want to
tournament.
see Boston.
I hope
They not
they get
winning
as
the
high as well as they've been playing.
Yeah.
As well as the Charlotte Hornets have been playing. I want them to get as high as they possibly can. Right? If that's getting to 5, 6, 5, whatever it is, get there. But as of right now, as I've been stating, it's still in the play-in game, and I would love for them to get to 8. Right? If they get to 8 and they play Detroit
Stay
because
8.
of what happened, stay at 8.
Don't go to
I want
7.
7.
No, you do not want Boston.
Okay.
I just seen
No,
Boston.
no.
I just seen Boston play live in Milwaukee. No.
You don't want to play
No.
Okay.
No.
They're gonna lose first round, right?
Either way it
Okay.
go.
Which one is a more exciting look?
Detroit.
Them versus Boston. That's going to be damn near 200 points.
No, Detroit. No.
That might be 185 to 140. Because it's just a bunch
just
of
want to see
three.
this shit.
Pop, 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 pop.
I want to see that, and I want to see.
I want to see
No.
squabble up.
It's gonna be a blowout. bro. That's
These
gonna be a
two
blowout.
they
Boston's
shoot
not fucking
53s and this team plays fast. This is what the NBA, when you shoot 53s, this score is what we're supposed to see.
Boston play defense,
Right?
I seen them live.
Like when it's Boston, like you're gonna go up and down, you're gonna chuck threes, they're gonna play style off the backboard, cool. That grind it out, is gonna take away from the show stopping we trying to see. Right? It's gonna take away from the show. If I want to see a team lose throwing the ball off the backboard, shooting from half court, pointing, doing all that.
I want them to get to 8, man.
You know, shoot an arrow, shoot a couple people in the stands.
And on that note,
a nice little fight, you know what I mean?
fisticuffs.
As long as Cade comes back. If Cade comes back,
Cade coming back tonight, Gil,
Night.
from the collapsed lung.
Sweet. All right, well, there we go.
does he get to 65?
I believe if he plays the next 2 games, he beats 64, but there may be some wiggle room or some negotiations that go on behind the scenes.
Let's see.
They have to get
The light-skinned community will unite.
We will unite.
For
It's
Cade
either
coming
give
in.
leeway or hard 65.
Some exemption.
65.
If it's 64, dog, you can't do that, dog. You can't do that to him. They cannot do that, dog.
The bad part of it, the bad part is if it's 64 and the person that gets picked over him is 65. right. It's 65 whose stats is just like
They just try to do anything.
like imagine averaging 33, 9, and 8. Right? And you got 64. And then the person they put in is 21, 4, and 3. You'd be like, yo.
The fuck out of here.
We revote. So Pistons,
All right.
3 games left. Cade very well may hit the 64-game threshold. I think it would only still be 63 because he only played like 5 minutes when the game he collapsed the lung. But that's neither here nor there. I'll let the league and the squares figure it out.
That's an injury.
Yeah, that's how I go. I don't make the rules. But appreciate everybody in the chat. As always, appreciate everybody on this couch. Kip, thank you for pulling up yet.
Gil, you good today? Good. You had a good time today? You had a good day?
You good?
I mean, we had, you good? All right, okay. All right, you good? Just making sure.
Hey, I like the haircut. Shout
out JC was a little offended you put the hat on.
No, you got to show him a little ducktail.
Oh, you brought it back?
Ducktail. Woo!
Kenyon said I should have went all the way. So if I wanted to really show the South some love, I should have went all the way.
80s Cootie Cat head.
80s Cootie
This has
Cat.
been another episode of Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, whoa! We will see y'all tomorrow.
Time to go.